Uh, hey, True Believers, englentine here. We're going to have a. I should have put the bird away. I should have put the bird away. He's being a little bit of a brat right now. He's been out for hours. I mean, lots of time now, and he is just a little bit rambunctious and overly excited and everything. By the way, for those of you who are new to the channel, I have posted a reading of the script for Charlie Brown Christmas. It was done by the whole England team here. The clock just started. How long have I been talking with off camera? I don't know. Yeah, I posted a reading of us doing the Charlie Brown Christmas special today. I thought, why not? Well, why not put out some of that older stuff, put out some new stuff like this. And when I turned it on, Twiddles is there. There's another video as well, a Christmas video. Twiddles is there. Pistachio, of course, is the new guy. You're going back to your cage. Yeah, you're going back to the cage, I think. Today, we're going to be doing a live stream. This is going to be a really cool live stream. I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. I would have a Christmas background for this, but when you're single, when you're doing a one shot, they don't allow any background, and I don't have my green screen up, so I can't put the image in the back there. When Eric gets here, that'll be fixed. Eric agreed to do this with me. But right at the end, he goes, I need 5 minutes. Okay, so let's go on. Let's chat. A little bit ago, someone said, what are the Christmas movies you watch? What do you know? Okay, you do a review of them. And then somebody said, yeah, all of them. And so I said, okay. So tonight, we are going to be talking about every gosh darn Christmas movie or TV special I have ever seen. Some of them are older, and Eric's going to help out with that as well. And some of them are the newer things. He's calming down. Nope. I thought he was, but he's getting in the bitey stage. But should be fun. It should be fun. And we're going to go alphabetical on this thing. Give me just a second here, kids. All right. Huh? What'd you say, honey? Oh, yeah. I guess I can give him some food. All right. Get some millet. There you go, little man. All righty. Of course, you always want a little bit where the host walks away. And hey, Eric Green is in the house as well. There we go. Okay, how are you doing, sir?
Well, it was all set to come on. Then dinner pulled a Lee Corso on me.
What is a Lee Corso that a dinner can pull on you?
Lee Corso was a guy that he was a football coach, and he was on NFL Game Day. Mm-hmm. Retired this year at age 90. But his catchphrase was, "Not so fast, my friend." I think you can figure it from there.
I got it. Oh, hold on. All right. Professionalism, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Why isn't a snooze alarm going off at 8 p.m.? When did I ever have a job that required? Oh, you know what? I probably set that a long time ago when I had to get Gale or something. So, yeah, it was said, hey, you should review the Christmas movies, and somebody snarkily or probably just sarcastically said all of them. I took that to heart. I took that to freaking heart. And so I went through Wikipedia, has all the freaking specials, all the movies, everything. I found a poster and image to represent it. And we're going to have ourselves a live stream. Talk about the movies as long as we want, as short as we want. Some of them I will just kind of breeze through, because at this point, some of them are just a memory. And the cool thing is I mean, I've got everything. It is really something. It's almost to the point of craziness. I call it my grown-up Christmas TV list here. So that should be something. Okay, let me pull this. Where is it? Here it is. All right. I'm going to pull this down so I can actually share it and talk to you guys as well. And hello to Jeremy saying, nice, love Christmas movies. So far, there's only 4 people in the house, but I think that's going to change as we go here. All righty. Oops. I'm supposedly having these in, they're also in alphabetical order. I wanted to do alphabetical order because that way with like Breen, I know you're into older stuff and not so much the newer stuff. So that would be all throughout the thing. One thing I didn't get to that I tried to is are the what you call it, the god darn it, with the ads. I hate it with the ads thing. I tried to get through the book, the Candle, Bell Book and Candle. Unfortunately, I haven't made it through that yet. All right, you know what? Let's get this thing started, and hopefully we gain an audience. And the first one up is a movie. It's called 12 Dates of Christmas. This is one of those Hallmark movies that all the women in the world love. It's got Amy Smart, and she was in the Stargirl TV show. So I was like, you know what? I'll check this one out. And I enjoyed it. What it is, it's a movie where she has to live the same Christmas day over and over again until she stops being a Scrooge, basically. And it's enjoyable. Now, my gradings are very simple. I saw it and forgot it. I'll never watch it again. Maybe not if I could get to it. Some that I actually make an attempt to see, but sometimes, if I have to sacrifice it for the big ones, I will. And the ones that are never to be missed. Those are the rankings, just those 5 right here. And this one is a maybe not. I try, but there you go. Next up is a new one. It's called 8-Bit Christmas. It's on HBO Max right now. It stars Neil Patrick Harris, and he tells the story of how he tried to get a Nintendo for Christmas from his father, who is very much against video games. He and his friends try. The rich guy down the street, of course, has everything. It's one of those things. It's a lot of fun. And in all honesty, I have seen it every year that it's been released, which is only about 3, but it was enjoyable. But if I have to sacrifice it for the bigger movies, I would. Then we have 8 Crazy Nights. Have you ever seen this one, Eric?
Nope.
I don't know how far back is too new for you, but this is the 8 Crazy Nights is a Hanukkah movie with Adam Sandler. It is so freaking mean-spirited. It's just that it's bad. I don't like that movie at all. It is so mean-spirited. I get Adam Sandler's humor, and I like his movies. I really do. The mean-spirited ones, the good one, whatever. But 8 Crazy Nights, it's another, basically he's a Scrooge. He's a mean guy, and he learns to be a little bit softer. But all throughout the movie, I just think it's so mean-spirited.
Yeah, the best way to determine whether or not I've seen one of these is just look at the cast. If the vast majority of them are still Canadian, I probably haven't seen it.
All right.
Do I need to explain that one for the audience that isn't here yet? The local radio station used to think whether or not somebody was alive or dead, and it was dead or Canadian.
Okay, there you go. There's about 100 of these, but this is a Christmas Carol. I thought I grabbed the Alastair Sims, so I'm going to pretend like I grabbed the Alastair Sims. I think this one's the 1950 one, which I have seen, but I'm going to put it up there and pretend that's the Alastair Sims, which is absolutely fantastic. It's not my favorite of the Christmas carols. That's coming up. But It is an incredible one. It's something that this movie, throughout thousands and thousands of tellings of Christmas Carol, this one still stands. The one with Alistair, you had to have seen that one.
I think the only Christmas Carol I've seen is the 1938 one.
That's the one we're talking about.
I thought you said it was sorry, look, the Babes Are Red just won the tag team.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hello to Dark Admiral, and by all means, here's something I'm going to offer. By the way, I will offer to you guys, if you think I'm putting a movie too high or too low, while this is going to be way too long to have everybody bid on or vote on everything, if you guys think I put one too high or too low, you want to save it or you want to knock it, I'll consider it. I'll take your votes and opinions into account. Alistair Sim, George C. Scott are my favorite versions, says Dark Admiral. And Jeff Mack says, does Terrifier 2 count as a Christmas movie? Well, I will show you right down here in the tease. We should have right here Terrifier. And by the way, it's Terrifier 3 that is really the Christmas movie. I've got a wife. She watches these movies. This one had Brooke Shields in it. It's called A Castle for Christmas. It is boring as balls. I did not like that movie at all. It was not fun. I've got to do this to your favorite. By the way, you know what? I'll give this to you, Dark Admiral. Where do you put it? This is the George C. Scott Christmas Carol. I actually forgot about this one to the point where I thought I had seen it was the Albert Finney one. So yeah, I guess I have to go right here. Saw it, forgot it. But if you want to put it in somewhere else, you tell me where it goes. Okay, so here's one. It's the Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart, which is a decent movie. It's an okay version of A Christmas Carol, but when it comes right down to it, the only thing memorable about it is Patrick Stewart. So as far as all of the Christmas carols are concerned, it's not that great. There is so many other better Christmas carols out there. And in all honesty, I also watch one that's worse. I don't remember if I put it up here, but it's the Mickey Christmas Carol. All right, over on Prime right now is a movie. It's called The Christmas Horror Story. And this is a anthology movie. It is a horror film. The narrator is William Shatner. He plays a radio host of a radio show. He plays a host of a radio show, and he's reading off the news, and he's talking about Christmas. And in between, like it'll have him go, and then it'll go to the other story. And it really does bounce around a lot. But it's got stories like these kids are going through a school that where some murders happen. There's a woman whose child gets taken over by an elf, and there's one where Santa is fighting off zombie elves, and they all kind of come together. It's a really good movie. I was surprised at how fun this film is. I got to put it right here, try to see it. I really do. Sometimes I forget. So I think last year I missed it, but sometimes. Elf is my favorite Christmas movie, says Jeremy. Is there a particular order to the selections? Here it is. Yes, I had to have seen it. And right now, all I'm doing is we're doing it from alphabetical order, basically it. Unfortunately, I haven't hit anything you've seen yet, Eric. I'm pretty sure this one. This is A Christmas Story. All righty. I actually saw this one in the... No? You've never seen it?
No, but enough cast members are shedding their Canadian that it's about ready for me to watch it now.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I think it's only the kids now that are still alive. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I just haven't. I've just not seen it.
You're the guy in America. You're the only person in America who hasn't seen A Christmas Story at this point. I saw it in theaters, and then it became on HBO, and it's like you never freaking missed it. This is a movie, like I could tell you, I've said this before. It's amazing to me how many people, oh, what's your favorite films? Nobody mentions Christmas movies, but these are the movies you've seen the most, because every Christmas, this is what you're watching. So this one right here, we've watched multiple times during Christmas season. So this isn't a movie that I just seen. What was it, 1983? So at this point, it would be 42 years. That would mean if I watched it once every year since it came out, we would have watched it 42 times. This is a movie easily 50, maybe to 100 times.
It's weird. It has one of my favorite actors, and I've seen so much things that he's been in. But if they say best known for, it's going to say Christmas Story or Billy. It will. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's the father in Brilliant. Yeah, A Christmas Story now has that sequel that came out which, by the way, Jeff Mack, we are about to talk about. Kolchak was the dad, and you haven't seen it, says Dark Admiral. Go figure. It's just important. Mike Hammer was the dad. He was Mike Hammer in the late 50s TV series. Come on, Eric. This is the year. This is the year you watch it. We'll review it right here with you on the channel. Probably not. This cannot actually usually. I was going to do this as a joke. First time old man sees Back to the Future. This would be real for you, and it's such a great movie. I know. I just haven't gotten around to it. All right. 2 years ago, they made a sequel to A Christmas Story. It's Ralphie coming back home. Jerry McGavin's character's dead, and he gets together with all his friends. It's charming. It's not as good as the original. I got to put it on the maybe, maybe not. It was fine. It's just it didn't like grab me the way you hope. Alrighty. Let's see. What do we got? RDV's all we watching Criminal for Christmas. Criminal, the book. The Ed Brubaker book is Amazon Prime series starting next month, and the main guy from Sons of Anarchy is playing Leo. And Amelia Clark is the other name that's attached to it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Dark Admiral saying, I'm not trying to take a shot, but wouldn't A Christmas Story be around Breen's childhood era? Not making fun, serious question. It's a little before your time, isn't it? Yeah, that's the 60s, the early 60s. Yeah. No, it's your childhood is the early 60s, right? No, my childhood would have been late 60s through the 70s. Okay, yeah. So I was a real little kid in early 60s. Okay, yeah, and the Christmas Story takes place in the radio era. So it takes place in like the late 40s, early 50s. So what year is the sequel set? Yeah. The sequel is in the 70s. Okay. So yeah. The sequel would have been in my time, but not the original. Yeah. It's like I said, it's fine. When you watch it, you will be entertained. You probably won't be taking the sequel as to heart, unless you're somebody who, if you watch, Smokey and the Bandit Part 1, you have to watch Part 2 and 3, because I don't know. This one's actually better than the Smokey and the Bandit sequels. All right, next up. Here we go, Eric. Flintstones, The Christmas Carol. You've seen it. Holy shiitake mushrooms. It is a lot of fun. It's entertaining, I got to say. But I do got to admit,
This year I went searching for it. This was the year, like I said, I wanted to see the old specials. I watched, I mentioned earlier, the other day, I watched the Donnie Marie special. I've watched Andy Williams. I watched the Bing Crosby and all sorts of stuff like that. And so I went looking for Fred Flintstone's Christmas Carol, and I'm looking for Mr. Magoo, which I do believe I saw on Tubi. So yeah, really good show. I know this one you can find Flintstone Christmas Carol on YouTube, and I do believe it's also on Prime. I still don't understand how Christmas in the Flintstones. Man, they've got they've got like Anne Margrock. So just go with it, man. Just go with it. Smokey and the Bandit 3 is a guilty pleasure. Flintstones Christmas reading is trending like crazy again. Got 40 more views, says RDV. RDV, do you want to join the conversation here? But yeah, this is just me ranking the Christmas movies. There's so many we can't actually do an audience ranking. All right, gang. This is sometimes a Christmas movie is a non-Christmas movie. This is called All Is Bright. It's about Paul Giamatti getting out of jail. And he opens a Christmas tree stand with his brother, played by Paul Rudd, so he can make enough money, get a house, and he could start seeing his kid again. It's a darker Christmas movie. I'm not going to say it's a horrible one. It's just, I saw it. It's a one and done, in my opinion. You might have fun with it because it is Paul Giamatti and Paul Rudd. But at least Paul Giamatti shows up a little bit later in this list in a much better one. All righty, next up in the 90s, there was this movie I shown as a... Y'all, did you know that I used to be a movie projectionist? I don't know if I brought that up. But in the 90s, there was a movie called All I Want for Christmas. These two kids, Thora Birch, I believe, is the girl. Their parents are divorcing and they are trying to hunt down Santa to get him. So the parents don't divorce. That's just about all I remember of that. So it's going to go in the saw it and forgot it. Saw it and wish I could forget it. Here is Medea's Christmas. It is the businessman that wants to the businessman who's a Grinch, and they're trying to stop the town's Christmas festival and all this kind of stuff. And Medea gets a hold of Larry the Cable Guy so they could go save Christmas. The same way I feel about all Medea movies. Never again. Never again. You could totally do this with Christmas participation. Make it a bracket instead of multiple videos. That could do. But this ain't multiple videos. On YouTube, you can also find An American Christmas Carol with Henry Winkler. It's good. It's a lot slower than a lot of Christmas carols, but Henry Winkler does a great job as Scrooge. It's decent. I try to see it if can. If can't, okay. My Christmas isn't messed up. Next up is one of Robin Williams' last movies. His worst his last movie was his worst, so it's called The Angriest Man in Brooklyn. Before this, it's called A Merry Friggin' Christmas with what's his name from Community, Joel McHale, and it's about a family. There's just fighting and arguing all throughout the movie, and he and his dad, played by Robin Williams, have to make a trip from like Wisconsin to Chicago and back in one night, because Joel McHale forgot his kids' Christmas presents on the family Christmas. It's, once again, it's just an ugly movie. I'm done with it. I'll never see it again. That being said, oh goodness gracious, I forgot the title of this one. It's Come On You Faithful or something like that. It's about the in World War II, there were American soldiers and German soldiers who had a ceasefire. And and they ended up in a cabin. They had a ceasefire. Obviously, it's going under the forgotten because they had a ceasefire and got together for Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. Okay, so let's see. Next up is the Muppet Family Christmas. I thought there would be more things you'd see here. Muppet Family Christmas is on YouTube right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is difficult to find this. This has not been on Blu-ray. It is a musical. Fozzie Bear and the Muppets go to his mother's or his grandmother's house in the country to have a good old-fashioned country Christmas. The guy from Fraggle Rock and his dog had rented the place. They actually visit Fraggle Rock. Every Muppet is in this movie, whether it's Sesame Street, whether it's the Muppets, whether it's the Fraggles. It's a really good musical family comedy starring the Muppets. And this is one, never miss it. Never freaking miss it. Even though we have to find a good copy of it on YouTube, absolutely recommend this movie. All righty. Let's see. Next up, I actually watched this the other day. It's called Anna and the Apocalypse. It's a zombie Christmas movie musical, and it is thoroughly entertaining.
Of course it is.
So it gets to try to see it. Say again?
So of course it is.
It's a zombie musical Christmas movie. Of course, yes. It's wild. It is a wild movie. It takes place in England, and I don't know if I should describe it any further. I don't think I need to describe it any further, but I do know that's on Prime right now as well. And as much as I can, I'm going to tell you guys where to find these things to see it. When I was a kid, hold on. This does have a Christmas scene in the play and in the movie, but when I was a little kid, we got HBO, and it was fantastic. Movies you can watch. Me and my cousins, one of the greatest Christmases ever. I will always remember it. We were playing outside, inside. When it was dinner time, basically we grabbed what the big Christmas Eve meal, because this was back when families. I can't believe me and my cousins let this go, but our family, everybody just came to my granny's house. And we had ourselves a good Christmas. My grandfather was alive, but he died in 1985. But the movie we sat around and watched was the movie Annie. I'd seen it in theaters, obviously, but there is Christmas in it, but it will always be a Christmas movie to me just because of the memory that had been attached to it. If my mom was still alive, she'd watch it. She loved her horror and Christmas movies, no matter how terrible they were. Anna and the Apocalypse actually isn't bad. I'm telling you, it's a pretty decent movie. This one was just a few years back. I think it might be about 10, maybe 15 now. Arthur Christmas. This is basically the Santa Claus family. Arthur is the goof of the family. The whole Santa Claus mantle, it looks to be passed down to his jock brother. But one Christmas, it looks like Santa forgot one kid. So Arthur goes out of his way to try to deliver a present. And this is just one of those where it's like, wow, I did not expect it to be as good as it was. All right. I just realized what a gosh darn chore I may have done here. I knew this was going to go, but a very Harold and Kumar Christmas. Kumar destroys his stepfather's tree. Stepfather is played by, oh goodness gracious, who is it, guys? Badass Mexican guy with a big pet tattoo of a woman on his chest. Danny Trejo is the father-in-law, and he's scared of him. He wants to replace the tree, and that they basically go on a quest for it. And it is everything you want from Harold and Kumar: dirty jokes, pot, and nudity. Yeah, Danny Trejo. Yep. Babes in Toyland. It's on Disney Plus. It's a retelling of March of the Wooden Soldiers. Never again. It's got Ray Bolger, who plays the Scarecrow, Annette Funicello, Bobby Driscoll. It is so. Me and Gil were watching it the other night, and Gil's like, "The fuck are we watching? The hell is this? It's crap. It is. It's just crap." I like Disney movies. I like Disney musicals, but that was just crap. but it's not as bad as Bad Moms. I don't know why, but women trying to do that whole Judd Apatow kind of dirty comedy doesn't work. And if it's written poorly, it doesn't work either. So Bad Santa gets in the never. Bad Santa 2 gets in the never again because it didn't have the heart. Bad Santa, the movie, the whole situation, the whole relationship between Billy Bob Thornton and the kid is what carried this through. It was a dirty movie, but at least it had heart. And so that gets the try to see it. The Bad Santa 2 did not. Okay, Batman Returns. Now you've seen Batman Returns.
Yes.
Okay, where would you? I'll let you. Where would you put this? It is a Christmas movie.
Yeah. I'd forgotten that there was anything Christmas about it because as much as I like the first Batman movie, I haven't really followed up on the second, third, and fourth. I think I've only seen them once.
Okay.
I'm not positive I've seen the third one all the way through.
How about Batman Forever? Yeah, in all honesty, on my own, okay. I actually never miss this. It's a Batman movie. It's a Christmas movie. There is, by the way, a Batman Christmas movie that I don't make sure that I see every time. I wonder if I remembered that one. But yeah, okay. I'll tell you what. We'll put it in the. I'll put it in the try to see it. Your review brings it down a little bit. By the way, you are absolutely right. In the whole in Bad Santa, when the kid's asking him so many questions, Billy Bob Thornton goes, "Were you dropped on your head?" Dropped on my head? On my own head? He says, "Yeah." And he goes, "How is somebody going to drop me on my own head? Are you f***ing with me?" That whole interaction, I laugh every time. That is absolutely that is the stuff. Okay, hold on. Something happened here. I see what needs to happen. Okay, here we go. But yeah, that is a funny freaking line. If I have milk, it is pouring through my nose during that scene. Next up, Beauty and the Beast. They did a Christmas movie, and Tim Curry is the villain. And yeah, okay. The best thing about it is Tim Curry, but it just, oh my gosh, the animation is not really that great. And the Tim Curry scenes are colored in such a way that even though he is being Tim Curry and awesome, it just kind of brings everything down. And Beauty and the Beast Christmas, which is on Disney Plus. If I can, I will. If I don't, I don't feel bad about it. All right, next up. I do believe this is this is one of your movies here. This is Bell Book and Candle. I wanted to see it before we did this. I missed it. So where does it go, Eric? And by all means, tell people a little bit about it.
Okay. James Stewart plays a publisher, and he lives in a building with this woman that runs like a curio shop that's kind of supernatural in nature. And he has a bitchy fiance. She's kind of taken to him, so she kind of arranges it so that he falls out of love with his fiance and falls in love with her. But the rules in this are, witches can't fall in love and they can't cry. And so, first half of the movie, he's madly in love with her. Then he finds out that he may have been manipulated. So he tries to go back to his girlfriend. After he gets it goes to a witch to break the spell. And of course, being a Christmas type movie, they end up getting back together at the end without witchcraft because she cries, loses her powers, becomes a human. And it's just, along the way, Jack Lemmon plays her brother who's kind of like a beatnik warlock, and Ernie Kovacs is in it, and Elsa Lanchester and Hermione Baddeley, I think that's the name, or Hermione Gingold, or whatever it is. But it's a fun movie. It's in the never miss it for me because I watch it every year.
All right. And once again, guys, if you see us put a movie too high or too low, let me hear it. If you think a movie, if I put up Annie and you go, oh, that movie sucks, man, give me a reason. Give me a reason to take it out. Give me a reason to put a lower movie higher. I'll listen. I'll listen. That's about as close. Because if we did the whole, okay, they gave it a 7, a 6, a 5, and 4, it would take forever. But maybe RDV's right. Maybe this would be fun as a bracket fight. But there'd be a lot of movies that people haven't seen, like maybe The Bells of St. Mary. You want to talk about this one?
Well, I've only seen it once. It's pretty serious in tone. I believe Frank Sinatra plays a priest, because that's believable.
Yeah. Of course.
And is Bing Crosby in this?
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, I have only seen it once. I remember enjoying it, but I just never got back to it, after that. But I would put that in the, I guess, is there one for maybe see again? Well, I guess try to see it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe not. Like, okay, there we go. All right. Bells of St. Mary should be close to the top, says Dark Admiral. We're putting it in the try to see it. Gonna check the streaming channels for it. Oh, it's on Tubi. I just looked it up, Dark Admiral. Bell Book and Candle is on, it's on Tubi. As much as I can, I want to tell everybody where you can find these movies. If you want to know, if we're describing one, just say, hey, where can we find this one? Like Batman Returns, obviously HBO Max. Harold and Kumar Christmas, I found on Paramount. Bad Santa's on Prime, so it's Arthur Christmas. A lot of these are going to be on Prime. Okay, but over on Netflix, they did a movie with what's the dude from the American Pie? Heather Graham and Gabrielle Union. No, it's Mandy, the musician. It's called Best Christmas. Heather Graham and Mandy are best friends, and she invites her over. Mandy invites Heather Graham's family over for Christmas, and turns out she lives in a mansion. She's doing much better. Jealousy ensues. It sucked. It wasn't good. It's got to go into the suck pile. Never again, which is actually getting a bit. That one's filling up faster than anything else. All righty. Okay, this one came out. Was it last year or the year before? It's called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. It's based on a book. I know they did a TV show in the 1980s. It's all about this bunch of kids. They're basically terrorizing the town. This one family, they get control of the not control, like, oh, mine, I have control, but they're the ones that are putting on the church's Christmas pageant. And in defiance of everybody else, the mother who is running the Christmas pageant puts these hooligan kids into it. And these hooligan kids kind of find redemption through the story of Christ. It has just been put on streaming. I do believe it's on AMC or Stars. I think it's on Stars. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it in the try to see it, but I want to see it every year now. It is such a great Christmas movie. And let me take a pause here. I kept movies out like Psycho or First Blood or oh goodness gracious, 1941. Christmas is a background, or maybe you see a few decorations. It doesn't really matter. And there are a lot of movies where you could take take Christmas out of the story and it'll be the same story. That's why Die Hard is debated. I like Eric's definition of a Christmas movie. Do you watch it at Christmas? Then to you, it's a Christmas movie. But I've noticed one of the things that make in my opinion, a lot of the ones that make the better Christmas movies are the ones, I don't know, that make you feel good about things. We watched a new movie, two of them actually. One of them is called The Christmas Heist. It's on, both of these are on. This one's on Netflix, and the other one was it stars Michelle Pfeiffer, and she's feeling stressed out during Christmas, and it has no feeling to it. Like when she discovers, oh my gosh, maybe I went too far or something. There's no feeling to it. There's no feeling of unity. There's no heart to it, basically. And I think the movies that make you feel that way are the better Christmas movies. When you repost this stream, I'll make sure to comment and leave my top 10. Please do. I was thinking, with what RDV was saying, I was thinking what I'll do is when I post the stream, I'll do it in chunks and make it like, A, B, and C, D, like that, to cut it down a little bit, because this is going to be a multiple hour stream, I'm sure. The best Christmas pageant ever. I remember the TV version, but I haven't seen the movie. The movie, like I said, it came out a couple of years ago. It did okay, especially for a movie that size. I mean, it's not exactly a $200 million budget, although I'm surprised that Hollywood didn't try to stretch it to make it a $200 million budget movie. That theory, Braveheart was a Christmas movie for me. I needed something to eat up time when I couldn't sleep. No little guys in the house anymore. Well, that's kind of the way some movies become a Christmas movie for you. All righty, here we go. We've got 3 versions of this movie. This is Black Christmas. This one is the one that happened in the 2006. It is fine. It did what it needed to do. It was a decent slasher, although it was a PG-13 slasher, and I think they kind of faltered at that. It's entertaining. I'm in no hurry to see it. It's not like I won't never see it again. However, about 4 or 5 years ago, they made Black Christmas, and this is all about a girls' fraternity, woman power. There are so many simps in this. It is absolutely woke. I mean, absolutely. All the guys on campus are rapists, evil. I mean, all of them. Even there's this one wimpy kid that hangs around all the girls, and you even find out that he sexually assaulted somebody. It is the worst fucking thing I had seen in a long, long time. And yeah, I know we're in the age of streaming where you can watch 15 minutes of a movie and go, okay, I'm done. This is too bad. I saw this in theaters, and good God, it was so fucking horrible. I'm not even going to tell you where it's streaming, but I can tell you this, never fucking again. That is so, you know what? I almost want you guys to see it so I'm telling the fucking truth about it. It's like that thing that people do where they, oh God, this milk is so bad. Here, smell it. And for some fucking reason, you take the milk and you smell it. It's that kind of thing. This is the movie. Well, go ahead.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Shouldn't Never Again be the bottom? Because that sounds, Never Again sounds worse than Saw It, Forgot It.
All right. I'm okay with that.
Now can you switch the movies?
All right. Yep. It don't take long. Boom, boom, ain't it great to be crazy? There we go. And boom, and then we take these. 1, a 2, and a 3. All right. Amazing how the bad Christmas movies more than tenfold the number of the good ones, right? So far, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bad ones. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 never miss it. Now, if you get with the try to see it, which by the way are good movies, I'm not taking that away from them. We actually have more, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, wait, 1, yeah. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're about tied. And then you got your the mediocre ones. Okay. The original Black Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, the one with Margot Kidder and what's her name from SCTV. Fan-freaking-tastic. I like this movie a lot. As a matter of fact, I like it so much that we actually never miss it. First of all, Gail is a horror movie hound. She almost doesn't like a movie unless somebody's killing somebody in it. So yeah, we absolutely see Black Christmas every year. This is actually, a lot of people give Halloween credit for starting the slasher film. No, kids, Black Christmas did it first. Halloween was just bigger. Yeah. All righty. But yes, Black Christmas, I think in all of its forms can be found on Prime. Just make sure you're getting the right one. Okay, let's go. What do we got? Oh, on Prime is a movie called Candy Cane Lane. It stars Eddie Murphy. And he wants to win a contest, a Christmas decoration contest. It's got a big cash prize. He just lost his job, so he's a little desperate. And he goes into this shop, and a store owner there makes a great deal with him. What we find out, though, is that the store owner was actually Satan, and he has to find the 5 golden rings before the end of Christmas or before Christmas in order for him not to go to hell. It doesn't sound, when I'm describing it, it doesn't sound like a joyous kind of Christmas movie. It is, and ever since it came out, I do watch it. It is a lot of fun. Eddie Murphy is such a hit and miss guy. This time I thought it was a hit. All righty. This one, actually, I saw for the very first time this year. It's called Carol for Another Christmas. The reason why I stopped on it, I looked at the preview, and the main actor here is the cop in Godfather. That's all I know him from. It's the scene where he gets shot in the throat and then he dies. I was like, oh, it's the cop from Godfather. I'm going to watch this. And it turns out it is basically a retelling of Christmas Carol, obviously. But in this case, it's a lot more dark. And it's stuff like he went back to see his bit in World War II, the troubles he's making. It's the evil businessman thing. It was a-okay. Will I watch it again at this point in time? I don't know. So since I first saw it this year, so I've got to put it in the maybe not. Have you ever seen this one? Because I guarantee you everybody in that movie is dead or Canadian. It's called Carol for Another Christmas.
I have not.
I think it also has like Darren McGavin in it. It's got somebody in it that is famous, but so young you don't know who it is. I was looking at the cast, and who is it? But it was okay. It was fine. It's on HBO Max right now if you guys want to give it a try. All righty. This really, if I was doing a countdown, this would definitely be the last show we talk about, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Not only is this an absolute must-see, in my opinion, Charlie Brown Christmas is the last thing I watch on Christmas. It is the star on the top of the tree. It is the cherry on the cake. It is, or even pie. It is absolutely the greatest Christmas thing ever created, bar fucking none. Okay. W for having it's a Christmas movie, right? Die Hard's a Christmas movie. What did you had to have seen the Charlie Brown Christmas special?
Yeah, and if I had, we read it. You posted it today. Of course, I've seen it.
I forgot. I even started the show with go check that video out. I by the way, it is a repost, but I reposted us reading the Charlie Brown Christmas. My daughter plays Sally. I play Charlie Brown. We got just some. This is back when just some guy and I were friends. He played Linus. You were the narrator, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Maranya played Lucy.
Lucy.
Yep. And I think RDV took parts. I listened to that today. Heck of a throwback. It was a lot of fun. It really was. It was a good time. I got to tell you something. I know I'm the dad, but I got to tell you, I was very impressed with the way my daughter read as Sally. I thought she really nailed it. But yeah, guys, do me a favor. Go check that out. And please, after watching it, leave a comment to help out the algorithm and everything. Okay, another one of those Hallmark holiday things is called Christmas with the Camels. I watched it because it's got Justin Long. I think the guy's funniest. So he's one of those actors I will always try to see what he's in. This one was not good. It's another mean-spirited Christmas. I don't like mean-spirited Christmas movies. It just isn't fun. We watched this last night. It's called A Christmas Chronicle. It's on Netflix. Two kids are arguing and bickering, and they try to catch Santa, and they do. So when Santa leaves their house and goes to another one, they go outside to follow him, and they see his sleigh, and they climb in. And in the proceedings, the sleigh gets wrecked. The reindeer get thrown all over the place. So they've got to put the pieces back together in order to save Christmas. Fan-frickin-tastic. It's one of these things where you watch and you go, okay, so this is why Kurt Russell is a movie star. This movie is carried by him. It is absolutely joyous. It is one of those just fun movies that is filled with a Christmas spirit. Entertaining as hell. Highly recommend it. And once again, it's on Christmas. Hey, at least we filled out one row for the never misses, in my opinion. Then they made a sequel. It's fun. It's fine. Once again, I can. Oh, by the way, this time he brings Goldie Hawn as Mrs. Claus, and it's entertaining. But if I miss the sequel, I'm not gonna cry about it. This is not like the movies that are in Try and See It. I'm gonna be like, oh man, I didn't see that, and I don't know why. I don't. Okay, well, I'm a grown fucking adult. If I miss Arthur Christmas, I can watch it any time of the year, but I still wait until next Christmas. But yeah. Okay, Thomas Kincaid's Christmas Cottage. I did not know. I don't even know what that is, dude. By all means, let us know what it's about. I'll read it off. Okay, I'm going to give this one to Eric because he has so little to talk about. But here is Christmas in Connecticut.
I have so little to talk about that I'm going to segue for a moment to explain why sports are even better than movies and nerd shit. Today, the coach of Michigan, pretty big job, top 5 probably in prestige, was fired because it came to light that he was having an affair with his assistant, who is maybe half his age, got her pregnant, had the baby aborted. Then today, apparently, he went over to her house and threatened to kill her and himself, had a knife to his own throat, and now he's been arrested and is in protected protective custody. Now, on to Christmas.
Christmas, kids.
Yeah, Jerome Moore is not having a Merry Christmas. Okay, this is just a whimsical farce. Barbara Stanwyck plays this food columnist named Elizabeth Lane, who's always writing about this wonderful cottage she lives in and all these wonderful dishes she makes and blah, blah, blah. Turns out she lives in a tiny apartment. None of it's real. But she and her boss are putting one over on their boss, played by Sidney Greenstreet, a guy named Alexander Yardley. And meanwhile, there's this soldier who he and his buddy have been on a raft for like 3 weeks. They're rescued. They're in a hospital, and they're reading her article about how great her food is, blah, 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 blah. So someone gets the idea Yardley gets this idea to invite the GI over to Elizabeth Lane's cottage and her big, land spread. So they have to find a place to do it, and they have to basically pull the wool over, Yardley's eyes. So this guy who happens to be in love with Elizabeth Lane, but she doesn't love him, he basically has exactly what they're looking for. So they try to pull it off where they're engaged to be married, and they have the soldier over to that guy's house. Hijinks ensue. C.K. Sakal is in it. He's the guy. He plays the chef that makes all of her dishes for her, and they bring him along to help with the ruse. And like I said, it's nothing about it is even remotely believable. Everything about it is just charming and fun, and it's a staple every year. That's in my never miss it category, and we are reviewing it this Sunday on the Extreme Movie Show. Cheap plug.
You know what? I might check it out so I could join you guys for that. Alrighty. I mean, I've watched it before, and you're right. It's a fantastic film. It was one of the you mentioned 3 movies to me that you never miss, and I realized I had not seen. No, you did 4. I had not seen a couple of them, and I had only seen one like a long time ago, and that was one of them. Talking about pooping where you eat. I guess that's not the Connecticut. That's the sports thing. Jeff is saying Thomas Kincaid's cottage.
Having multiple affairs also.
Well, he just seems to be a winner.
Well, apparently he was until today.
Oh, there you go. Thomas Kincaid's cottage, about his life when he was young. He was really, really rough, financially nearly broke. He had a father that was unable to produce any art anymore and struggled. Thomas Kincaid. I know that name. Is he an artist, or did he do figures? I know this name. Where do I know it from? Next up, I've got Christmas with the Cranks. Okay, I usually say I don't have guilty pleasures because I don't feel guilty about the movies I like. This one I have to explain. This movie is I get why people say it's not great. I think it saves itself at the end. It's bad, but I got to admit, I do try to see it every year. I have missed a couple, but I do try to see it every year. It's my guilty pleasure. I like Tim Allen. Tim Allen's one of those actors. I don't think I've seen anything of his that I did not like him in. So there you go. Oh, hello. Are we still here?
Yeah, I think so.
The first time I heard of Thomas Kincaid was in Hip Hop Song. Okay, I just blacked out. And now everything is blurry and everything. Not personally, but the computer. Another Hallmark Christmas. Actually, I think this was a TV movie. It's called Crazy for Christmas. I watched it because Howard Hessman was in it. That's about all I can tell you. I like Howard Hessman. I'm a WKRP fan. I was a fan of Head of the Class when he was in it. I watched it because he was in it. I couldn't tell you anything about it. Okay, he's saying, yeah. All right. Okay. Thomas Kincaid work, if you've seen it, it's kind of okay. Like he did The Villages, right? The Kincaid, that's what I'm thinking. Daddy's Home 2. All righty. Daddy's Home was the movie where Will Ferrell's marrying Velma from Scooby-Doo, and he has to contend with Mark Wahlberg, who's the dad of the kids. He's the ex-dad or the ex-husband. And, of course, in the sequel, they decide to bring the fathers in. So you've got Will Ferrell's father played by John Lithgow, and he's, the loving grandpa, like John Lithgow could. And Mark Wahlberg's dad is Mel Gibson. And they all decide that instead of going from one family to another, they're going to have a Christmas in the country, as it always is. And it's basically Mel Gibson trying to everybody's Christmas. Funny as all get out. I never miss it. I do have it on DVD, and I never miss that. His brother Ruben managed the party. Oh, shut the fuck up. All right. Unless that's real. Is that real?
Well, given that that's
this his brother actually,
I'm going to say no.
You shut your whore mouth. The Partridge Family are real, dude. All righty. Over on Paramount Plus, you have a movie called Dear Santa starring Jack Black. I just turned half of you guys off of this movie. I watched it last year. I watched it this year with Gail. Last year, Gail was like, I don't know about this movie. This year, she's like, that was the funniest freaking thing. It's too new for me to put it up in the every time. I'll put up in the try to see it. But I could tell by Gail's reaction, we're going to be watching Dear Santa every year. It is a fun film.
By the way, before it gets too far in the rearview mirror, see where somebody posted on X the other day a picture of David Cassidy in a pear tree, and the caption was, "Old people will get this."
Yep. That's awesome. Partridge Family are real, and so is the that wrestling thing. Right. Okay, so Deck the Halls. You want to talk about guilty pleasures. I don't know what to say about this. Maybe, maybe not. It's another mean-spirited movie. Danny DeVito plays a guy who feels a little bit like everything comes easy to him. So he doesn't find a lot of pleasure in a lot of things. And one time he's looking for something to make him a challenge. So he decides that he's going to make it so you could see his house from space if you typed in Google Maps. And so he just keeps piling on the lights. This pisses off his neighbor, played by Matthew Broderick. That's about enough. That's about enough. I watch it, but if I miss it, I don't give a. All right, Die Hard. Story about Die Hard. I was dating this young lady, Susan, I believe her name was. Lovely girl. This is 1989, before Gail. I could talk about it. It's one of those days she had to go to work in the evening. I said, well, why don't we get together for lunch, maybe a movie? We did. The movie was Die Hard. And we went and saw it. Fantastic. So good that I dropped her off at work, went home because you had to go home to do this, called all of my friends. And I said, guys, we're going to see fucking Die Hard. And everybody, my friends were like, I don't know. I said, no, you get off your ass. I'm going to come pick you up because I was the driver. I was, I don't know. Well, I had a big car. I had a 1979 Ford Thunderbird, which is a fucking tank, by the way. And I told them, no fucking way we're not seeing Die Hard tonight. And I got them all together. We saw it afterwards. All of us were like, holy shit, that's the best fucking movie ever. It's kind of something because everybody has the first time seeing Die Hard, but it's like kind of like Star Wars. It's a cultural thing. It's a time thing. When you see a movie that is unlike any other movie ever in theaters, without the hype, without anything, and it just jumps on you like that. Star Wars, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Die Hard are the movies that Jaws are the movies that did that in my youth. when you see a movie like that, it just blows your freaking mind. It is amazing. It is absolutely a never miss. Now, did I overstate it? What do you think there, Eric?
No, I haven't seen it as many times as you have. I was actually going to watch it the other night, but I'd forgotten it's over 2 hours, and that would have bled over into something else I had to do. So I plan on watching that this year. Add that to my modern Christmas movies because, for me, 36 years is modern.
Oh, of course, yeah. All right. Oh, I like this. Dark Admiral saying T2 is one of those films for me. Me too. I mean, I do believe Terminator 2 is one of those movies. And even though you can watch it for the first time and think it's amazing, watching it in the capsule of the time that it was released is amazing. I think the same thing about James Cameron films anyway. As much as people dislike Avatar for some reason, don't bring up fucking Fern Gully. Give another reason, god damn it. But anyway, I think James Cameron is
Fern Gully.
Oh dear Lord, yeah. But my T2 story, I was managing a movie theater. Wasn't just a projectionist. I was actually a manager at a movie theater, and we had T2, and I usually did midnight showings for the employees because I wanted to see it, and this also let the employees know what people came in to see. So if anybody, oh, did you see this? Yes. What about it? They could have a conversation. But I also snuck friends in. And this time, every freaking day of the first week it was open, I saw Terminator 2 because there was a friend that would be like, I haven't seen Terminator. On to the theater. We actually, how at some point in time, you've gone to the theater in the daytime and you came out, it was night. We were having a poker game. And rounds about 3 or 4 in the morning, someone said, I never saw T2. You want to? Yes. So we went to the theater. I fired it up. And as we got out of the theater, sun shines. So we actually did it the opposite way. Anyway, there we go. On to the Christmas movies.
Why do people say that T2 is just a retelling of Fern Gully? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. All right. Die Hard 2. Second verse, not quite the same as the first. I will try to see it, but if I don't during Christmas, this is a Christmas movie that I can watch. If I don't see it during Christmas, it's okay. I don't mind. It is fun, and I do like it. Is Batty going to show up? Oh, the birdie. I had to put him away. He was being a little bit naughty. All right, Eric. How about talking about this one? Diner. I put this one in for you.
Really? Yes, I don't associate that with Christmas at all.
It takes place at Christmas.
Well, it's
on Christmas break.
Yeah. This is in my all-time top 10. It's just a great, what you call it, a coming of age story, a transition in life story, and there's a group of friends, each one of them, even though they're all roughly the same age, each one's like a different stage of their life. One is married and finds out that being married isn't all he thought it was going to be. One is getting married, but he's so obsessed with Colts football that he makes his fiance take a test to prove she's a true fan. One's just kind of like on the borderline of having a drinking problem, kind of not really sure what he wants to do with his life. It's just great. Barry Levinson made it. He was the guy that did Homicide. It's wonderful. It's set in late 50s Baltimore, and it's got Daniel Stern, went on to do Home Alone, Mickey Rourke, Tim Daly, Steve Guttenberg, Kevin Bacon. and I'm forgetting one of them, and Ellen Barkin. But it's a terrific movie. It's from 1982. Cannot recommend it highly enough. And I'm gonna have to watch it because it made this Christmas list. We have to watch it again.
And now you've got a reason to watch it every Christmas.
You gonna finish that?
All righty. Next up is Edward. Say again.
It's one of the, I can't remember which character in the diner. He's always saying, "You're gonna finish that." I think it might be.
Oh, okay, okay.
All
righty. Oh, Steven Gutberg is the person you forgot.
I thought I mentioned him, but anyway.
All righty. Next up, Edward Scissorhands. We watched it the other day. This is one of those Christmas, not Christmas movies. It has the ending takes place at Christmas, which is very much like It's a Wonderful Life, so it counts. I love the romance. I got to tell you, I like the story. I think this is John. This is a great role for Johnny Depp, especially taking him out of 21 Jump Street. And I will challenge you: the Winona Ryder never looked better. And in all honesty, I do watch it every year without fail. Edward Scissorhands, just a fun, and it's Tim Burton before Tim Burton went nuts. It was when he was still being controlled by the studios a little bit. There's a lot of Tim Burtonisms in there, but I think he made a transition from story to spectacle at some point in time. And this is when he still cared about story. Elf. Funny freaking film. I have seen it every year since it came out. It is absolutely 100% a must see. Yeah, I always save it for the later part of the Christmas season. Love it to death. Yeah, Winona Ryder has been looking good for a long time. Yep. Any reason why you didn't monetize this? Son of a beeswax. I forgot.
That's the reason.
That is the reason I forgot about this. I forgot to monetize. Okay, what's going on? Something is going on here. My computer blacked out, and then it's like everything is just a little bit strange. Like all the letters are a little bit off. Like I could see double and everything. And I just pressed a button like 3 or 4 times to get to the content so I could do that, and it would not allow me to do that. To go to content so I can monetize. This is so freaking strange to me. What's going on here? I don't know. This is taking forever. Let me just turn that off. Let's just get to it. I screwed up. That's all. I'll monetize the videos when I chop this up. Alrighty, where are we? Yeah, Elf is fantastic. Love it. Next up, Ernest Saves Christmas. Man, I did not think I would be an Ernest fan. I mean, I like the commercials. Hey, Vern, here's TV. It looks like he's got a sword in it. I never thought I would be an Ernest fan. I guess I don't like all of the movies, but I do like Ernest Saves Christmas and the Halloween one. But Ernest Saves Christmas also has the benefit for me of being filmed in Orlando. So I like looking at the background and realizing where they're filming and everything. So there you go. By the way, there's their jail center, their police station, or that is actually a building in a college called Rollins. Yeah, Ernest Saves Christmas is a must-see every year. It says, yes, back that shit up, Dark Admiral. Thank you. Thank you. You're absolutely right. It's a fantastic movie. It's a lot of fun. I mean, granted, it doesn't have the writing that A Christmas Story or A Christmas in Connecticut has or anything like that, but it is just, you know what? It's what I was talking about. it is a, whatever you think that good feeling, that Christmas spirit feeling is, that's in this movie. That is in this film. And yeah, it celebrates what's good about Christmas. Also, it has Jim Varney playing a snake handler that barely speaks English, which is fantastic. It's a great scene. All right, let me move on. This is called Falling for Christmas. It's another one of those Hallmark card. It's on Netflix. It was entertaining. It was good. It might be a one-off. I'm good. I remember watching Ernest when I was a kid, says Rhaegar. It's fun stuff. It is. It's fun stuff. And Jim Varney is one of those thoroughly entertaining actors. I think if he had better scripts, I think he would be on par. Or if he picked better movies, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he got stuck in the Ernest thing and people didn't see him. But I think he should be on par with Tim Curry. I saw a video one time where he was improvising with Robin Williams. And he was keeping up. Next up, we've got The Family Man. Nick Cage. It's basically It's a Wonderful Life, where Nick Cage saves Don Cheadle. And he says he doesn't need anything, and Don Cheadle ends up being an angel. He goes, okay, remember, you brought this on to yourself. And he gives him the life where he actually married his college sweetheart, played by Tia Leone. In his life, he went overseas to college, and they never married. And this one he did. And he gets to see what it's like to have a family and to have lived the life that he did not live. It really is a good movie. It does have one questionable scene that I didn't care for, where he realizes that he could go to his old company that still exists. He's just not a part of it, and he can wow them with his ability to do business. And he does, and he gets a job that would make them rich. And Tia Leone's like, okay, Jack, if you want to rip their family out from the life they know to bring him in. I'm like, bitch, he could make money for 2, maybe 3 years and set you guys up for life. Yes, you do this. But she emotionally manipulates him. And it's like, no, okay, we'll live poor. That's the only scene I didn't like. Last year, this came out. It's called Family Switch. And it's basically the kid, Ed Helms and Ben Affleck's other wife, switch places with the kids. It's a Freaky Friday kind of situation. Go watch Freaky Friday. Do not watch this. It's on Netflix if you're interested, but don't. 4 Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon, where this couple who always vacation gets caught on camera not going to the family Christmases. So since their parents are divorced, they have to go to 4 different Christmases. It is mean-spirited. Vince Vaughn tries to save it, but it's better than a lot of the mean-spirit because at least it's got the good ending. Next up, another Vince Vaughn. It's called Fred Claus. It's a bit better in my opinion, but no, I've got to put these right next to it. If I don't see them, I won't be sad. Apparently, Tia Leone went from David Duchovny to Tim Daly. Okay. I didn't know she split with yeah. Do you know she was the chick from Bad Boys, the original one? Not too shabby. Friday After Next. All righty. And then Frosty the Snowman. Friday After Next was not funny. And they put the Friday movie into Christmas. It just wasn't great. Frosty the Snowman. Okay, Eric, you have to have seen this one.
Oh, 50-something years ago.
Yeah, me and Gail watch it, and I said, do you know this movie is straight up for kids? There is no way. I said, I don't even know if we would like it if this was originally made today the same way. It is such a child's film. Or TV special. It is absolutely made for kids. A grown adult has no business watching it. I see it every year. But it's true. Watch that movie objectively. If you're stuck in nostalgia, watch it objectively. The animation is poor. It is absolutely the simplest writing ever. But god damn it, I'm gonna put it on every freaking year. I'm in spite of what everybody says about him, I am a Chevy Chase fan. I don't care if he's an asshole. He makes good movies, in my opinion, or at least entertaining films. Outside of the vacation movies, he did a movie with Goldie Hawn called Seems Like Old Times, one of my favorites. But if I were to take away the Vegas or the vacation and the Fletch films, my favorite might be Funny Farm, which is a movie about a New York sports writer who wants to write the great American novel. So he moves his wife out to the country, and country life, small town life isn't what they thought. And they decide to sell a house, and in order at Christmas time, and they pay everybody to act like Norman Rockwell. So it's a charming movie. It's a charming movie, and I do actually watch it. I watch that multiple times a year sometimes. What's wrong with Chevy Chase? Everybody says he's an asshole. Let's see. I was absolutely devastated. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, okay. What's wrong with the Transformers? The movie was close second in that department for me. Oh, the bad animation and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Oh, this one just came out on Peacock. It's called Genie. It's actually based on a TV movie where a guy loses his girlfriend, leaves him, and takes everything except for a lamp. He rubs the lamp. He gets a genie who gives him wishes. It was fine. It was fine. Yeah. Melissa McCarthy is actually funny in this one. Another movie I was happy to see in theaters. And by the way, if you see one of these, you can take over. Have you ever seen Gremlins?
I have.
Hey, I'll let you talk about it, and I'll take a drink.
Okay. I mean, I saw it 40 years ago when it came out. I don't know that I ever watched it again. I remember it being fun, but I don't really remember any of the ins and outs of it enough to really speak to it.
Oh, Frosty dying was what I was talking about. That messed me up too. Okay. And Transformers killed off Optimus. Gotcha. Gremlins, I saw it in the theaters as well. I was 15. Entertained is all get out. I've watched it every year since, because thankfully this was when not DVDs, but VHS came about. So you were able to go and rent it, and we did. It's a fun, absolutely fun movie. For those of you who don't know, a kid's father who's an inventor. He's not really an inventor, by the way. The man doesn't invent anything. He modifies things that already exist. That's not inventing. But he finds in a China shop a mogwai and takes it home, and they screw it up, and gremlins appear. I think it's kind of fun. We watched this like 2 days ago, and one thing I was thinking of is every time people talk about tough 80s women, they bring up Sarah Connor, they bring up Sigourney Weaver. What is her freaking character? Aliens. Anyway, they should bring up the mom in Gremlins, because she takes out a couple of those, and she takes them out hard too. Yeah, it's thoroughly entertaining, and Gremlins is, in fact, a must-see. All right. Hey, we're three rows in on the must-sees now. How are we doing on the never agains? Hey, the must-sees is taking over. Okay, Eric. Here's a movie that Eric introduced me to. He says, you got to see this. I think you'll like it. It's called It Happened on Fifth Avenue. I watched it, and I will never miss it again. I'll let you take over from there.
Yeah, it's a movie about post World War II, and kind of centers on the housing crisis of ex-GIs. Starts with a guy getting forcibly evicted from his apartment because this like the world's second richest man, Michael O'Connor, is going to erect a skyscraper where the apartment tenement is, and it runs into he's sleeping on a park bench, runs into this bum who every year when Michael O'Connor leaves his townhouse, he moves in, and nobody knows this, so he takes him in. And meanwhile, O'Connor's daughter comes home, and they catch her. They catch her breaking into her own home. She decides to play along, doesn't tell them who she is, but she ends up, her dad ends up finding her, and she's fallen in love with the guy that was kicked out of his apartment, and he wants her dad to meet him, but he gets her dad to play along and pretend to be a hobo, and he moves in, and by this time a bunch of his friends come in, and the house fills up with people, and he loses patience with it almost immediately. He's going to kick them all out, and the daughter goes to Palm Springs and gets her mom, who's divorced they're divorced, and she brings him back. She decides to play along, and it's teaching this rich guy who is basically all he cares about is his money. It reminds him of what it was like to live again, and it has the Hollywood happy ending, but how they get there, it is truly a wonderful movie to watch. No big stars, it's a bunch of character actors, but it's one word description: heartwarming.
Yeah, I mentioned joyous, and it's just one of those. You feel good at the ending when you see the bum has no idea what just happened, and he's just gonna continue being the bum, and he is happy about it.
And the last when he goes, next year he's coming in through the front door. I get like goosebumps every year when I see that one at that line. It's just a great movie.
All righty. It really is. And that right now is not available for streaming. You have to rent it. I checked everywhere. It isn't. By the way, it is on sale, however, on Prime, because I was going to rent it to watch it, but the renting was like $3.50, and to buy it was $5. So if it's like that, okay, I'll buy it. I don't like to buy things digitally usually because you don't really own it, but there you go. Next up, we have the Hawkeye TV show, which I really, really loved. I have, and every Christmas I'm like, okay, I got to watch that, but I don't. So I'm going to put it in the maybe, maybe not. I want to watch it again, but I have to admit I have not seen it since it first came out. But when it came out, I loved it. I just thought it was a lot of fun.
Very
let's see what we got. We've got the Hawkeye TV show.
Yes. Thoroughly enjoyed
it really was. It is better than the books it's based on.
Oh, and stepping in poop is better than the books it was based on.
That's true. Well, I think the main reason is the books make Hawkeye a doof.
Right.
The movie does not. The movie respects the fact that Hawkeye is the mentor.
Maybe only because of the success of the Avengers movie and Jeremy Renner's likability, but whatever the reason, the comic was designed because that was during the early to peak stages of SJW Marvel, when every hero had to be a woman or some minority, and they had to be better than the men, and so. But the TV series, which oddly enough, considering the TV shows were doing that a time or two also, resisted that and gave us, I think it's the best one I've seen. I admit I have not seen all the Marvel series, but that's my favorite of the ones I have.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Dark Admiral saying it happened on Fifth Avenue. I'll have to give it a look. Once again, I did see it on sale for $5, renting for $3 on Amazon Prime. All right, next up, this is what, last year, the year before. It's called The Holdover, starring Paul Giamatti. Paul Giamatti is the teacher that's they're in a boarding school, and he is the teacher that gets stuck with the kids who didn't go home for Christmas. And he kind of builds a relationship with one of the cooks and one of the students. And it's just about that. It's just about them going through the school. They go out to the city a couple times. It's a very much a character study.
Oh, city.
Sorry. I can't yell because Gail's sleeping, but it is very entertaining. I haven't seen it since though. So I'm gonna put it in and try to see it because I kind of want to see it after talking about it. All righty, next over. This is The Holiday. It's a Netflix original Hallmark movie. They bicker, they argue. It is just swearing back and forth. You know what I feel about the ugly movies. I'll never watch it again. All righty. All you, dude. Holiday Affair, sir.
All right. Janet Leigh plays a young war widow with a small child. She's a comparison shopper at a large department store. When she buys a train set off of Robert Mitchum, who plays a guy named Steve Mason, who is working at the department store while he raises money so he can move to California to do his dream job, which is building and designing boats. Well, she brings it back the next day because that's what they do. And he's being crass to her, and he makes a crack about her husband and says that her husband died during the war. And so he feels bad, writes her a credit slip, which gets him fired. So he ends up helping her do her job, and they hit it off. They really do seem to like each other. Well, she's involved with a nice, steady lawyer, and as the holiday season unfolds, their circumstances keep putting Steve back in Connie's life, and he falls in love with her, and she's falling for him, but she has basically given up on. She's willing to just accept life like status quo. She doesn't really want anything to intrude upon the memory of her late husband. And Steve makes her feel again, which is something that her boyfriend really doesn't, even though he's a very nice guy, a steady provider, and loves her son. And there's some legitimately funny things that happen along the way to the inevitable conclusion, which I said I don't want to spoil it. It's well worth it. It's a quick movie. It's a little under an hour and a half. But like I said, it's Robert Mitchum. Yeah, playing a really, really nice guy.
That is actually something. All right. My goodness gracious. How much do I love The Holiday Inn? Okay. So Fred Astaire and Bing Crosby decide to open up a hotel, but they're only going to open up for the holidays. You know, they open up. And by the way, every scene is basically a celebration of a certain holiday. So it's not just a Christmas movie, but of course it does end with Christmas and such. Through that, you do have Valentine's Day, all sorts, but they get to Abraham Lincoln's birthday. And Bing Crosby comes out blackface. And it's like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm as conservative as it goes. I am not somebody who, as a matter of fact, anytime anybody brings up race, I'm okay, here we go. I stop listening. But to see Bing Crosby come out in blackface, I got to admit, kind of was like, oh. And then to have the woman come out and she's in blackface and the pickaninny hairstyle is like, oh my God. That's all I can remember about the movie. I mean, that's how shocking it was. I actually have this on DVD, and I got to tell you, I haven't seen it since the first time I saw it. There you go. I might see it because sometimes I tell myself I'll watch it, but I haven't seen it since the first time I saw it. How about you?
I don't know that I've ever seen it, and if I did, it was when I was a kid, and I have no recollection of it.
You have no recollection. Yep. Ah, The Holiday. Two women, one in America, one in England, decide to switch homes for the holiday, and romance ensues. Only saw it once. Other than Jack Black's "I Gary's the Boob," I have no freaking clue what happens in this movie. I know I saw it. I have no idea what happened. All right, here we go, kids. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, is alphabetically before Home Alone. Okay. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. I got it. Here's a weird thing. Where should I put this? Let me tell you guys. This is basically the first movie retold. Okay, it's in New York. I will say this: Tim Curry is amazing in this movie, but then again, Tim Curry is amazing in everything. Where should I put this, Eric? Let me describe. I don't know if I would have seen this as many times as I have, which is every year, if it wasn't attached to the first Home Alone, if it wasn't a sequel. So should I put it in Never Miss It? Because I do watch it every year, but I don't know. Home Alone, you know what? I'm getting a Home Alone as a try to see it, and a Home Alone is a must see. But the thing is I don't like it as much as Home Alone, but I do see it every year because it's Home Alone 2. That's the only reason. Home Alone, on the other hand, is an easy must see. I think that is just a lot of fun. I mean, it's a ridiculous premise, but it's just a lot of fun. I mean, there's not an element I would remove from it. It's just so entertaining. The Warner Brothers aspect, the cartoon aspect of it, of the ending is fine, but the writing is on point. The beginning, when the family's there and everything gets messed up, you actually see Kevin's ticket being thrown away. So that would make it so it wouldn't come up when they're at the ticket booth. They really do cover things. Kevin can't pack his own bag, and yet, and therefore his mother has to do it. That's why he doesn't have a toothbrush. So he has to go out and buy one, where he meets and sees the old man again and gets chased out of the store, where he also comes into contact first time with the Wet Bandits. Everything is set up. I mean, this movie, I don't think people give it enough credit, and it's a must see. When they are Home Alone 2, they always cut the scene with Trump. They started doing that since I heard they started doing that, but yeah, I love Home Alone. I love Home Alone, but I really do think that it doesn't get enough credit for how on point it is with its writing. All righty, next up, the Grinch. Okay, this is a guilty pleasure. I watch it every year. We're waiting to, yeah. Also, I have a friend who plays the Grinch at Universal Studios. He's got the voice down pat. Plus, he's tall and he's lanky. And, so, yeah, there was no way he wasn't going to play the Grinch. He went out and auditioned and nailed it. But the thing is I watch it. So I guess this is a guilty pleasure because I know it's a loud, stupid movie. But it's still it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah. Did you see it? Or do I have to go kill Jim Carrey? I'll be home for Christmas. Jonathan Taylor Thomas trying to cash in on his home improvement fame. He is a college kid who has to cross the country to get home for Christmas. Sucks. Okay, this was a goof. I was supposed to take this one out. I forgot to. It's a movie that has nothing to do with Christmas except for the decorations. Invasion USA. It's Chuck Norris killing terrorists in Florida. I'm going to put it in the maybe, maybe not, because I do remember it. It's awesome. I would not have had this in as a Christmas movie, but it is such a lot of fun. And it's one more of those movies where I can go, oh, I know that place. I know that place. So, yeah. Love the original, The Grinch. Seen the live action for the first time this year, says Dark Admiral. Well, I hope you liked it. Iron Man 3. This is not exactly it's at Christmas, I got to see it, but I do. I actually like the writing in Iron Man 3. Don't tell Maranya. Maranya hates Iron Man 3. I do agree that he's out of the armor far too much, but I still enjoy it. You know what, though? I don't watch it every year at Christmas. Sometimes I just watch it. So I'm going to try and see it. Whoops, what happened? Okay. Next up. Oh, this one came out last year. It's called It's a Wonderful Knife. So there's a serial killer. Goes on a killing spree, kills this girl's friends. She thinks that she is responsible. And so you get this whole, okay, what if she didn't exist? Goodness gracious. You know what? I didn't like it. I got to go with never again. I am not in the hurry, but it's a Wonderful Life with a serial killer. So there you go. Yeah, it's got Justin Long in it. I told you, I think he's funny. I watched it. And he's funny in this one too. Ridiculous lisp and accent. But yeah, I didn't care for it. Iron Man being out of the armor for most of the movie is the least of Iron Man 3's problems. It's still one of the worst MCU movies to Rhaegar. You and Maranya. All righty. I'll let you talk about this one since you've actually seen it. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, okay. This is, oh my gosh, I have one. I have an It's a Wonderful Life story. I rented this on December 17th, 1994. I had never seen it before that. I'm a movie buff I made it to 24 years old, never saw It's a Wonderful Life. This is the first time I'm going to watch it, and I put it on. And Gail is next to me. And she's out to here. And she goes, oh. I said, what's wrong? And she goes, oh, okay, it's time to go. Let's go. Woo! And we rush out to the hospital. And we get there. And they say, oh, you're nowhere near dilated enough. Go back home. Okay, we go back home. She's miserable. I put the movie on, and she's just moving around. And the thing is she's going, please help me get this. Help me. And every time I go near her, just get away. Help me, get away. Get away. So when she tells me to get away, I put on the movie. Okay, I can't do much for her. She's, and then we leave. And they tell her she's not ready. We come back. I put the movie on, and it's the same thing. Help me, okay? Get away. Help me. Get away. And I'm trying to watch the movie or help her, one or the other. And she doesn't want me to do either. As a matter of fact, she gets mad when I'm watching It's a Wonderful Life because she wants me to help her, but every time I try to help her, she pushes me away. All through the night like that. That was my first time watching It's a Wonderful Life. I have seen it every year since, sometimes multiple times. It is absolutely a must-see. Oh, and by the way, our daughter was born about, 5 a.m.? Finally, we get there, and it's like, holy shit. I can't believe she's at 10 centimeters. We got to go now. Run. After they pushed us away like 6 or 8 times. It was ridiculous. They should have just put her in a goddamn hospital and let her go through all that right then. But yeah, I've got a story for that. Let's see. I can't read this right on the what? Keep 8 and night on the I hate that Adam Sandler. Oh, keep it. Yeah. The Eight Crazy Nights is not really good at all. It's a Wonderful Life is an absolute must for. It's an absolute must for me as well. And I love the story. I love the story now. How it's connected to the birth of my first child. There you go. Okay, let's see. We've gone through a lot of movies, and we've still got a lot to go. Let's see. Jack Frost. Michael Keaton turns into a snowman, and suck happens. I was Jingle All the Way. What the fuck was that?
That was me unexpectedly laughing at what you said when you said "and suck happens."
Okay. Jingle All the Way. I gotta say, I'm proud that I liked it way before everybody else did. I love this movie. The only problem I had with it was Jake Lloyd, and I was like, "Why did you not see Jingle All the Way? He can't act." But everything else in it is just it's just a joy. So I see it every year and have since. And I think it's kind of funny because people are like, why do you like that movie? And nowadays people are like, go put the cookie down, and they love it. Okay, so there you go. A couple of years ago, a few years back, Netflix made a movie called Jingle Jangle. And just, my God, if there's a movie that gets quoted in my house more than Just Friends, I can't think of it. Just Friends is, that's Ryan Reynolds and Amy Smart. And Ryan Reynolds, of course, the fat guy, gets joked about. He is in love with Amy Smart. She's the cheerleader, you know, the beautiful girl from school. And she has him in the friend zone. He goes off and he becomes some sort of music mogul. And he comes back to the small town because there were troubles with a plane with one of his musicians, played by Anna Faris. And it's basically him trying to show off that now he's no longer the loser, but things happen just to make him look like a loser as they go. And it's also him trying to get revenge for being in the friend zone. This we watch every year. And me and Gail, we quote this back and forth to each other. As a matter of fact, we did it tonight. I was like, Gail, she goes, I'm busy, Dick, which is a line from there that we constantly do. I thought he was going to say his house quotes in Jingle Jangle. Nope. But Jingle Jangle sucked, by the way. Just Friends did not. Klaus is a new animated film on Netflix. It is a great film. I got to tell you, I try to see it. But it is on Netflix. It's basically a guy, a young guy wants to be a lazy rich dude. His father, who works in with the post office, doesn't want him to be, so he basically stations him in the North Pole. And, of course, he meets Santa Claus. It is really good. I probably should see it more than I have, but yeah, if I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. Amy Smart always stuck me as a sober terror read. Awesome. Krampus, horror film that came out a few years back. Man, it's good too. It's got the scares. The first kill is on point, man. That works. This movie works, and it's got a great cast too. What's her name from that one Hereditary is in it, and she's freaking Oscar caliber acting. I mean, it is a great film. I like Krampus. I'm saying great kill. Last Christmas, I Gave You My Heart is a movie about a storekeep who meets this Chinese guy, and romance ensues. And it's all right. It's fine. If I could see it, okay, cool. If I don't, it's okay. But that's it. I mean, if there is a rice cake of a Christmas movie, it's got to be that. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Last holiday, saw it when it came out. Queen Latifah plays a woman who found out she only has a little bit to live, so she decides to blow all of her money on a last Christmas holiday, a Christmas vacation. Yeah. Can't tell you much more than that. The Lemon Drop Kid. Bob Bob Hope plays a con man who realizes that the biggest con in the city could be the Santas that are collecting money. So he gets together a team to go about, and he creates a fake charity so they can collect all of this money for Christmas. But in order to avoid prison, he's got to prove that he's actually a real charitable guy. I haven't seen it every year since I saw it the first time, but I try to. It's nowhere to stream. It's streaming nowhere. Never seen Krampus all the way through, says Dark Admiral, but used it to terrify my bad little nephew. Hey, it'll work. It's Terrifier. When we get to the tease, it is a Christmas movie after all. Lethal Weapon. I mean, it's the other Die Hard, right? It's a movie that not a lot of people knows is a Christmas movie, even though it starts off with Jingle Bell Rock and a topless woman doing a swan dive into a car. Yeah, yes, it's got to go on the Never Miss It. Okay, right after Spider-Man, they made a movie, Let It Snow. Ned Leeds is in it. I watched it. That's about all I can tell you about it. The Little Drummer Boy is one of the Rankin and Bass stories. It basically tells the story that the song conveys, and I see it every year with a lot of other Rankin and Bass. The Long Kiss Goodnight, starring Gina Davis, is a fantastic action film. I highly recommend it. It does take place at Christmas, and more than just a background. But I admit I don't make it a point to see it during Christmas, so it's going in the maybe, maybe not. Love Hard is one of those Hallmark movies that are on Netflix. It's about this woman who meets a guy on a dating app. She writes bad date articles for her magazine, and she decides she's going to go meet this guy she's been talking to on a dating app because she's fallen in love with him. And turns out that this guy who looks like, who would I say? Looks like, say, Chris Evans in the picture ends up looking like this little Chinese guy. So the Chinese guy tries to get the handsome guy for her. I try to see it. It's actually pretty decent. These movies are a dime a dozen. Yep. It's a tradition. Can't change it now. Lethal Weapon is a must. Yep. The Little Drummer Boy. I watch most Rankin and Bass every year, says Dark Admiral. Me too. Make it a point. We watched the Santa Claus. Santa Claus is coming to town tonight. And yesterday I saw Nestor, the long-eared donkey. Love Actually. Okay, kids, where do you stand on Love Actually? I hear a lot of people hate it. A lot of people love it. I love this movie. Man, I see it every year. It is just, it works on me. It works its magic on me. But where do you stand? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you just feel that? Or like Eric, have you never seen it? How about Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol, Eric?
I like how you just assumed that I hadn't seen Love Actually.
Yeah. Well, let me ask. Go on ahead. Let me know.
No, you're right.
Correct.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. How about Mr. Magoo?
Ditto. Haven't seen that either.
Oh, really? Wow. I'm going to see it this year because I'm watching, but in all honesty, I don't search out Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. All righty. How have you seen Laurel and Hardy's March of the Wooden Soldiers?
No.
Okay. It's the same. I put Babe in Toyland in the Never Again. This is the same show. It basically takes place in Mother Goose Land. And there is a bad guy named Barnaby who wants to marry Little Bo Peep. Or no, it's not Mary Quite Contrary. And he goes about doing it with evil means. Here's the thing. I showed Babes in Toyland. Gail's like, what the f is this horrible, blah, blah, blah. In the first minute of March of the Wooden Soldiers, it's like, this is so much better. This is a great film. It really is. It's obviously like, what, 1937, 1938. It's an older film. It's on Prime. If you have Prime, it's free, and it is so entertaining, and it's so good for kids as well, especially them looking at all of the fairy tale creatures. Highly recommend it. It's one of those. It gets you. It gets you where you need to be got in the Christmas series. I ban all Hallmark movies. Well, I've got a wife. Mr. Magoo is a must. Family tradition, says Dark Admiral. And for that, let's bring it up to at least try to see it. There we go. Meet John Doe, Eric.
I saw that once about 10 years ago, 12, 13, I don't know, something 10, 15 years ago. Is that Gary Cooper and Jean Arthur?
Yep. Well, Barbara Stewart.
Oh, okay. I'm confusing it with the movie he made with Jean Arthur then. Oh, that was Mr. Deeds, I think, the original. I don't know that I have seen this now that I think about it. I have it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Already? Okay, so we are basically in the same spot. I saw it, forgot it. Next up, I'll let you talk about this one. I will say this before you talk about it. This is one of the movies that Eric said, you haven't seen this? You got to see this. And I went and saw it. And I can actually, Eric, bring it because I just bought it. I just found it at a flea market, and I'm very happy I have a copy of it now. Meet Me in St. Louis. Eric, you want to take it away for this one?
Yeah, it's basically the story of a family. It's set in 1904, St. Louis. The World's Fair is coming to their town in the next year. So it starts in 03. And it basically just tells the story of this family, all the things that, they go through, like the father getting a job offer in New York. The scene stealer is Margaret O'Brien, plays the youngest daughter. And
some of the best kid acting ever.
Yeah. It really is. And yeah, speaking of, I said, the little brat from Holiday Affair, the more I watch that, the more I realize that kid did a good job. Because I said they both had a lot of scenes, a lot of lines. And for as young as they were, because they were legitimately 6 and 7 years old. In fact, Meet Me in St. Louis came out in 1944. And up until last month, still had 2 living cast members. June Lockhart is in this. And she died at age 100 recently. But it's, like I said, what makes this movie fun is, like I said, the musical numbers are great. So I was surprised that I, was able to tell E about a musical. And it's just what the adventures the family goes through leading up to the fair. It's just, again, it's just a nice, pleasant, fun holiday movie, even though Christmas is just part of it, because it ends up, it runs through the summer of 04 and culminates at the fair. But it's, like I said, I know musicals aren't everybody's cup of tea, but there's more to this than the music. There's a definite
absolutely
great story. Yeah.
My favorite scene, actually, by the way, this is where we get Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. As Eric has said, it is a different song than what you hear on the radio, because for the movie, everybody's going their own way. And it's basically about a family that's been separated that hopefully they'll get together. But my favorite scene is actually the Halloween scenes, where apparently there was a practical joke to be played where you throw flour on somebody.
Yeah.
And there's this one old man that everybody's afraid of. And they're like, oh, you're going to go who's going to go kill him? And that's what they call it when they throw flour on people. Oh, I killed him. I killed them. And they send the little girl up. And I think it's just so precious, that whole scene, because I'm thinking this is exactly how little kids work. The frightened feeling going up to the scary neighbor, everything. this is a fantastically joyous film.
I do have to disagree with you a little bit. It's the family hasn't broken up.
Mm-hmm.
They are about to start going their separate ways. And the World's Fair is
right. They're
like
about
family, because a couple of them are about to get married, and who knows what'll happen to them after that. But yeah, again, it's the femme fatale from the Maltese Falcon is the mother in this. So that's kind of an interesting departure for her. Yeah, it's just terrific movie. Can't recommend it highly enough.
Let's see, we're up to 17 never misses. The never misses are now kicking the shit out of the never agains, which I'm glad about. Okay, kids, I kid you not, this is a war film that takes place at Christmas. It stars David Bowie. It's called Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Fantastic war film. It will hit you in the feels. I can't recommend it enough. My dad put this on, and he made us go into our room. I watched it over his shoulder. It was just, okay, why can't we watch this movie? And it's just, it is fantastic. I don't watch it as a Christmas movie, but when you get a chance, look up Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It is really, really a good film. Okay, next up. I thought I already did this one. Merry friggin', I guess I had that in there twice. Merry friggin' Christmas. It sucks. Don't see it. Merry Christmas, Merry Little Christmas, Batman, whatever it is. Batman's Merry Christmas. Okay, so what's his name? The kid, the son Batman, Damian Wayne. Wants to be Batman so much he puts on a costume and he goes fights crime at Christmas. I wish I could say more. It's very much for kids. Now, if you have small children, I do not. They might actually have a blast with this one. With Merry Batman Christmas. I forgot what it was called. The writing is childish. The art is childish. As an adult, there was not anything I could glom onto to make me say I want to see this movie again. I do not say that very much about superhero films. It's very rare for me to actually flat out hate a superhero film. The Merry Batman, whatever it's called, was one of them. It sucked. I think the other ones would be like Captain Marvel. I know that one sucked. The Marvels. It didn't suck as bad as Captain Marvel because that had Ms. Marvel in it. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it. If you did, let me know what you think in the chat. But it was not great. What was great, however, is Mickey Mouse Once Upon a Christmas. This is an anthology where like one of them is Goofy and Max are trying to get a letter to Santa. And then what is the name? Pete tells Max that he's too old to believe in Santa and that Santa doesn't exist. And so it's about Goofy trying to help Max out with this crisis of faith. They do the Gift of the Magi with Mickey and Minnie. And there's a Donald Duck story where basically Huey, Dewey, and Louie are stuck in a time loop, reliving the Christmas over and over. It's a brilliant film, a brilliant movie here. I love it, and I watch it every year. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. I hate mean-spirited movies. I can't believe I'm saying that about Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. But it really is a mean-spirited movie. Miracle on 34th Street, I'm going to start with the 1990s version. It is an inferior version of Miracle on 34th Street. They changed the ending, which you never should. And they try to modernize it to 1994. I know that was like 20, 30 years ago. But didn't work for me. But you want to talk about Miracle on 34th, or shall I?
Let me just say a couple things, and I'll let you talk about it. Miracle on 34th Street is not the best movie. It's not my favorite Christmas movie, but I think it is the best Christmas movie ever made. I think it's a better Christmas movie than It's a Wonderful Life, because the center of this movie is Christmas, plain and simple. I mean, it's, starts at Macy's Thanksgiving parade, runs through Christmas, but everything about this movie is Christmas. And the performances in that, whether it's Natalie Wood, Maureen O'Hara, Edmund Gwynn, hell, even John Payne. They're excellent performances, and then all the character actors along, that are part of the ensemble. It's just, and Jack Alberson, uncredited, in the mailroom. He gets the idea to take them all the letters to the courtroom. And my God, he looked old in 1947. But it's got everything you could want in a Christmas movie. Like I said, it's to me, it's the best. And
it's got Fred Mertz. That's actually, by the way, the first time I thought about, I saw it. Is that Fred Mertz? Yes. We talked about before what's a Christmas movie, and it always comes up with the Die Hard thing. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, in all honesty. As a matter of fact, most of the movies we've talked about tonight aren't Christmas movies. They are movies that are set at Christmas. They are movies that have a Christmas backdrop. But a true Christmas movie, your definition is the definition. Whatever you like to watch at Christmas. But a Christmas movie is if you can remove Christmas from the movie and have that same story, it's not a Christmas movie. Miracle on 34th Street, you can't do that. Yeah. So, it really is a true Christmas story. And it is my first favorite Christmas movie. When I was watching that, I was like, I saw this as a little kid. I think I may have seen it in single digits my first time. But I've loved this film ever since I was about that young. So absolutely.
I know we're doing this in alphabetical. How did The Bishop's Wife not make this list?
Well, I think it's because the word "the." Let me check. Yep, right here. The.
Oh, okay.
So it'll show up in the T's. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But you're right. I have checked a couple of times. Wait a second. Isn't this movie supposed? If you've seen me scroll down, it's because I'm like, wait a second. I think that movie should have been there. Let's see. Dark Admiral says the original Miracle on 34th Street is a must see. It's my wife's favorite. My wife could not care less. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Let's see. Mixed Nuts. I saw it when it came out in 1994, was it? Because I was a projectionist.
You don't say.
Muppet. Yeah, I was. Yeah. This is a Muppet Christmas movie. Now, this is it's on Prime, and it's one of those, hey, we're losing everything, let's put on a show movies. And I love the Muppets. I'm not a huge fan of this movie. Whoopi Goldberg plays God. It's got that. Okay. But Muppet Christmas Carol, there is no better. There is no better Christmas Carol than the Muppet Christmas Carol. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this up near Charlie Brown. There we go. I guess at some point I could rank these. All righty. But look, I saw an interview, and if I've got the DVDs, I hope at some point in time they'll come out with a good Criterion version that's got all the extras and everything. I saw an interview with Michael Caine, and he said he plays him like a psychopath. And he says he's got to be a psychopath because he has a frog as an employee as well as rats. And he said the more serious he wanted to play it more serious to balance off the craziness of the Muppets. And I think he's one of the best Scrooges out there. I will recommend that if you do watch it, it's on Disney Plus. Go into the extras. Actually, Pixel told me I've been watching this in full screen because after the movie did its theatrical run, some Disney higher up said that love song in the middle slows everything down. Remove it. Never show it again. So everywhere when you watch it, you watch this. The heart of the movie has been taken out. There's a musical reprise at the end that goes to this love song. It is basically the Ghost Christmas Past. He's in the past and he's watching the love of his life sing about how emotionally distant he is and emotionally distant they have become with each other. And as he's watching this, he starts to feel what he felt for this young lady before the money had taken over. So it really is integral to him having that big change throughout the evening. But in the movie that everybody else had seen forever and ever, they have a couple of lines between young Scrooge and the girl, and then old Scrooge walk by, and you see for some reason Rizzo and Gonzo are crying. It's ridiculous because that is such a beautiful song. This is such a beautiful movie, and it deserves that. Batman Returns is in the try to see it. For me, it's I see it every year. But once again, I have been saying this. If you guys feel I put something too low, I should bring it up. If you think I should, you're going to have to convince me to bring a movie down, though. Okay? But there you go. All right. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I have seen it already. I saw it in November, and we will be watching it here again in December. This is my wife's favorite movie. Not just favorite Christmas movie. This is Gail's favorite movie of all time. We can watch it. We have actually watched it multiple times throughout the year. Sure. You know what? I feel like watching. Okay. There is never a bad time to watch Christmas Vacation. It is funny as hell. I don't know what else to say. Oh shit, we hardly. Okay.
Good, because we've got a lot. We've got a lot to cover. I'm hoping to be wrapped by 11:30ish, which will make this 3.5 hours.
I'll give it the old college try.
There you go. Yeah, I have seen Christmas.
I'll give it the old college try. Okay. Never Say Errol Flynn, and I don't know what this is. I think this is one of those that I put up. Okay, I'm going to put it in even though I don't think I saw it, as a matter of fact. I think I just clicked on the poster because it was a Christmas movie.
You forgot it before you saw it.
Right, exactly. The night before, three friends go out and party on Christmas Eve, and supposedly comedy ensues, but I couldn't find any comedy in it. Noel is Santa Claus wants to pass the mantle to his son, but the son isn't interested. He goes down south, and the daughter goes to get him back, and over the course of time finds out that the daughter is the one true Santa. And yeah, I'm done. Nothing Like the Holidays. Big fan. This is basically John Leguizamo goes and visits his family during the holidays. I got to say I saw it, but can't tell you anything beyond that. Last year, Nutcrackers, Ben Stiller takes care of orphans. No, I'm good. I watched it. It was fine. But I probably will never watch it again. All right. Office Party. It's Judd Apatow style dirty comedy. you know, I was actually looking for it. It's not streaming anywhere, so I'm going to put it on the maybe not, because I don't care if I don't see it, but I wouldn't mind seeing it again. I'm going to rush through a few of these. This is the movie I saw today. Oh, what fun! Michelle Pfeiffer plays a mom who's just losing it during Christmas, and she finds that she is being taken advantage of by her family, mainly because she wanted to win this Christmas mom contest on TV, a show that stars Ava Longoria's character. But the problem is that Michelle Pfeiffer's character is so self-serving and so kind of mean that there's really no one but Dennis Leary, who plays her husband, to like in this film. Him and what's his name, the villain in Scott Pilgrim. He's been in a few things. He's one of the Coppola kids. But goodness gracious, I can't see myself going back to this movie. There's no point to it. One Magic Christmas, 1980s film. I remember liking it, but I don't remember much about it. P2, okay, Office Party. After the Office Party of the other movie, not really. This woman is trying to find her car in a garage, and she starts getting stalked by this guy who wants to do horrible things to her. It is a very decent horror film. I haven't never really tried to see it during Christmas, but I do recommend it. If you haven't seen P2, check it out. It is a decent horror film. All righty, I'm burning through a few of these. Not a lot of people know this, but Paul Blart, Mall Cop, is a Christmas movie. And not only is it a Christmas movie, but the heist is there because it's Christmas, because of how much money a mall brings in. So Christmas is essential to it. And I see it every year. I never miss it. I actually dig this. I do like Kevin James, and I have never missed Paul Blart.
I just have two words for you.
I gotta say though, okay,
more sports.
I will try to see it, because in all honesty, if I don't see Paul Blart, I'm not going to lose. It's a movie you can watch any time of the year. It's not even though it takes place at Christmas, it's not a woohoo, got to watch that Christmas movie. So yeah, I guess I could put it in and try to see it. Prancer is a movie that also came out in the 80s. And I remember seeing it, and it was all right, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. Preacher's Wife is the bishop's wife, but not as good. I would rather see the bishop's wife. You know what? We'll talk about the plot of the movie when it comes to the bishop's wife. I might see the preacher's wife, but really, of the two of them, I'm going to watch the bishop's wife. It's got Cary Grant. It's got Denzel Washington. And in 1994, if you're going to replace Cary Grant, I think Denzel Washington isn't a bad choice. Tell you the truth. It's okay, but okay. Rare Exports is one of those where it's like, you know, everybody thinks Santa Claus was for good, but Santa Claus was actually a monster. And this is them. They have the monstrous Santa Claus on ice, and it escapes. And then they've got to capture they have to capture Monster Santa. And if I can find it, I watch it, because it really is that good. Eric Breen, so how about what's it say? How about Diaz, Bo, their Dodgers, and I can't read that. The letters are all mixed up. Dark Admiral's laughing at the Paul Blart. Reds got 18th draft.
Well, I'll take a second to answer that. Diaz, another $69 million spent by the Dodgers. Big shock. And I wanted the Red Sox to get Alonso so bad. That was a crusher. And now
MK is saying is Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween or Christmas? It's a Christmas movie. Not 1 second of that movie takes place on Halloween. It is flat out 100% Christmas movie. Don't let anybody tell you different. Dark Admiral says Prancer is a must for me. It was my my wife's favorite, and Sam Elliott is a dead ringer for my old man. So it's kind of in memory of them. I watch it. Okay, I told you. Where would you put it? Oh, let's bring it up. It's a movie to not be missed. Okay, I will rewatch that. As a matter of fact, a couple of years ago, or was it last year? There's a Christmas movie called Red One, where Santa Claus gets kidnapped and The Rock and Chris Evans have to save him. It's all right. It's fine. Not as bad as what some people say. It's entertaining, at least. If I see it, cool. I watched it this year. Okay, it was fine. It was entertaining while it was on, and it was completely forgotten by the end of the credits. I will let you talk about this one first. It is The Ref, starring Dennis Leary, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I think both of us saw this, Monday?
Yeah, we both we weren't like, hey, you gonna watch The Ref? Sure, okay. Yeah, we just turned out we watched it the same day.
Yeah, basically a burglar is trying to hit this rich guy's house. Guy sets up an elaborate trap. He escapes and runs into a bickering family. Well, he starts there. They're like at a convenience store. The wife is in there. He pulls a gun on her and basically forces her to take him back to the car where her husband is, and then forces them to take him back to their house. Problem is, they've already got Christmas plans and the entire dysfunctional family's coming over. Their son is a little blackmailer who's blackmailing J.K. Simmons, who was already balding in 1994.
I know, right? Was that guy ever young?
No, he was neither. He had Jack Alberson genes, and it's just I said, hilarity and hijinks ensue.
You know, he looks better in Red One, all jacked up, than he does like 30 years younger in The Ref. Yeah, look, this is another movie that me and Gail quote to each other back and forth. And anytime I annoy her, she will smack me, and not like serious, but she'll hit me and go, "Don't annoy me. It's Christmas." And I love this quote too. One Slick has going, "Your husband's not dead, lady. He's hiding." Yeah. That's Glynis Johns.
John. Yeah. Who I think died last year at age 100.
Yep. Yeah, she's the mom from Mary Poppins. She's in While You Were Sleeping, which should be coming up later as well. This movie came out 1993 in spring, as a matter of fact. They didn't even release it in Christmas. What a dumbass thing to do. And it bombed. But I don't know anyone who has seen this movie and doesn't like it. It is funny and I highly recommend it.
Funny
but
how many
this movie
are still watched regularly, 30, 40, 50 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Or in some cases, 60,
yeah,
70.
Thanks to It's a Wonderful Life. The whole reason It's a Wonderful Life is a Christmas movie is because it bombed to the point where New Republic, or was it Paramount didn't want it anymore. They let the copyright go. So when TVs became a thing in every household and they needed content, especially around Christmas, where shows went on hiatus and such, a lot of channels started putting It's a Wonderful Life. It's free content. So it got to a point where any time of day you could find It's a Wonderful Life, and it just became synonymous with Christmas. And then it became the one movie that everybody wanted to see during Christmas. All right, next up, we've got Reindeer Games. Yep, saw it. I don't remember much of it. It's not notable for a lot of stuff. Yeah. What, Charlize Theron gets naked? She gets naked in Devil's Advocate. That's a better movie. I mean, there's just nothing to Reindeer Games. I don't even think it's as bad as people say, in all honesty. It's just there. Okay, this is a me thing. This is Rich Little's A Christmas Carol. It is on YouTube. Oh, by the way, I think I've skipped telling people where it is. If you want to know where to stream things and I don't say it, just let me know. Rich Little's A Christmas Carol is a film I would not recommend to young people. It's an hour. It's a special. It's not a film. For older people, yeah, it might be an interesting little watch. It's entertaining, sure. It's got a decent song. This must be the wonderful time of year. And you get to see Rich Little play. He plays every part as a different celebrity, like Scrooge is W.C. Fields. His nephew is Johnny Carson. Tiny Tim is the author that you do the impersonation of, Badlands
Capote.
author. Truman Capote, yeah. And it's entertaining. But if you're young, you're not going to know half of the celebrities that he's doing. But for me, in all honesty, I do try to see it every year because I remember loving it at the time. Let's see. I like that movie. Gary Busey and Ben Affleck were good. Reindeer Games was forgettable, says Dark Admiral. Or was it Gary Oldman? Gary something. Gary Sinise, says Dark Admiral. There you go. Well, hey, you got there. You got there. Okay. But by the way, if you do feel curious about it, the Rich Little Christmas Carol is on YouTube, free to watch. Check it out. You might like it. Rise of the Guardians. Chris Pine. I believe Alec Baldwin. Does he play? He plays Santa Claus. I love this film. I've only seen it once. I keep meaning to see it, but I only see it once. So I guess I've got to put that in. Maybe, maybe not. Alrighty. Oh, I put this one in because I thought Dalton might be here, but with all these movies, it was like, okay, maybe I haven't even seen it. So I'm just going to put it here. Yeah. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Rankin and Bass. Come on. I mean, you've seen this one too, right? Right, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. I watch it every year. It's a must. A lot of the Rankin and Bass are. I enjoy it. I love the fact we even recently just kind of me and Gail joke around with the fact that every time he puts the ice picks in the ground, he starts licking them. Everything. There's a lot of I don't know. I understand it was written for kids, but I don't think you have to be a kid to enjoy it. It's not like Frosty the Snowman, but in that way. There we go. Let's see. Rudolph is a must, says Dark Admiral. Absolutely. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Have you seen this one?
No.
Yeah, it is ridiculously stupid. I watched it a long time ago. It's got Pia Zadora as a kid in it. For those of you around in the 80s, you know who she is, but if you didn't, you don't. Santa Claus the movie with Dudley Moore. This is one of the most bizarre Christmas movies ever. John Lithgow is the villain. He convinces Dudley Moore to kind of go against Santa Claus, but Dudley Moore doesn't know he's going against Santa Claus. I watch it when I can, but if I skip it, I don't feel bad about it. But I'm telling you right now, it is one of the freaking strangest Christmas movies you could possibly see. Santa's Sleigh. All righty, gang. This is a horror film. It is a horror comedy, actually. As a matter of fact, the opening scene has, I think it has a whole bunch of famous people. The biggest is James Caan, by the way. I think Mary Steenburgen might be in that as well. It's a horror comedy. It is ridiculous, and it's a lot of fun. But it's one of those that, okay, I might put it on for laughs, but I don't have to see it for the Christmas holiday. But by the way, it is on Prime. So is Santa Claus and the Martian, Reindeer Games. I keep forgetting to do that. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is on both Disney and Prime. Let's see. The Santa Claus, which of course is on Disney Plus. I I showed him this movie. I was the projectionist when it first came out, and I've been watching it ever since. Once again, I'm a Tim Allen fan, and this is a thoroughly entertaining film. Absolutely love the Santa Claus. Also, it's got there's this one scene. My daughter and I were watching it, and there's this one scene where he pulls up next to a truck, and the guy in the truck looks like one of my best friends from childhood. And she goes, "Is that Chris Creamer?" And ever since, I was like, okay, I can't. I just can't. I always think about that. Once again, though, Santa Claus 2. I actually enjoyed Santa Claus 2. The whole point about Santa, well, you guys know what the Santa Claus was. Man takes over being Santa Claus after he falls off the roof. Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus has to find a wife. I like it better than the original. Have you seen these movies?
Way too many Canadians.
All righty, not old enough yet. Man, you might be not a Canadian by the time these people become not Canadians.
True.
Santa Claus 3 is kind of like Home Alone 2. If it wasn't attached to the rest of the series, I might not watch it as much, but I do. I watch them 1, 2, and 3. That being said, the Santa Clauses is a TV show they started a few years back, and it's fucking brilliant. I love it, and it's funny. And I will watch that every year. Gail watched it for the first time. She was putting me down. You're watching this TV show again? And finally, she sat down and watched it, and she loves it. How about Home Alone 2? It doesn't start at Christmas, but ends on Christmas Day. As I guess it would. Yeah, Home Alone 2 was in there. It's in the must-sees because it goes with Home Alone 1. 3 was a letdown. I agree with you on that one. And if it wasn't for the fact that I tend to watch all 3 of them in a row, I don't know if it would be in the must-sees. But or the never misses. I guess I should put must-see. That would be more honest. And I'd bring if I put it as must-see, I would bring down both Home Alone 2 and Santa Claus 3. Santa Claus is coming to town. Another Rankin and Bass. We just watched this. We were talking, and maybe you guys can answer this question. What Rankin and Bass has the better music? And we were talking about that because Santa Claus Coming to Town has so many bangers as far as songs are concerned. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer has a few. Silver and Gold, of course, the title song. Year Without a Santa Claus has a lot of great songs. What do you think? What do you think of the Rankin and Bass has the best music? If you guys have ever seen this, it's called Saving Christmas. It's, oh goodness gracious, what's his name from Growing Pains? But we all know there's a war on Christmas, and Kirk Cameron, that's his name, decided to make a movie about it. And this movie sucks in so many different ways, but none of them are good. Did you see Shazam?
Yeah.
What did you think of this movie, sir?
I didn't think of it as a Christmas movie, but which means I guess I don't really remember that much.
It does take place at Christmas, yes. There we go. But did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's great. I think it's one of the best DCU movies. But I'm the same way. It does take place at Christmas, but it's not when I go, oh, it's Christmas time to watch Shazam. I guess it could be because it's the same as Batman Returns. Yeah, so I'm putting it in the try to see it. I think I might watch it. I just was pulling out my Blu-rays. Okay, here we go. I like Life and Adventures of Santa Claus soundtrack. Marble of Immortality, Babe in the Woods. You know, I haven't seen that in forever, Dark Admiral, but I think we're going to watch that this year. Shop Around the Corner, Eric.
All right. 1940, set in Budapest. It's the story of, it takes place in a small department store where James Stewart plays a clerk / assistant, and they hire a new girl, and they don't get along at all. And she's always talking about this wonderful pen pal she has, and he's got a pen pal, and you know where I'm going with this. But there's a lot of great character acting. Frank Morgan from Wizard of Oz plays the boss. There's the errand boy Pepe. He's very funny in this. And it's just basically tells the story of, James Stewart and Margaret Sullivan's characters. I've watched this 6 times and I can never remember their names. Kralik. Yeah, Jimmy Stewart's character's name is Kralik, and I can't remember what the girl's name, and of course, they find out in the end, but there's a lot of fun along the way. It's just a nice little Christmas story.
All right. And I do think that you and I will agree that it is a not to be missed at Christmas time.
Correct. I've probably seen it 6 or 7 years in a row now.
I watched it for the first time, I think, about 4 or 5 years. And I'm like, wow, I seen You've Got Mail before I saw Shop Around the Corner. But yeah, this is thoroughly entertaining. All righty then. Next up, gang, we have Silent Night, Deadly Night. It is a Santa Claus slasher film. I watched it. I can't say never again. Maybe not. It's fine. The one scene that really stuck with me, of course, I saw it when I was 13 years old. Leanna Quigley is a bit of a horror movie icon from the 1980s. And she is very famous for, how do we say, things. And the scene that I remember most coming, as seeing it as a 13-year-old, are those things. And they're being thrown onto a deer antler. So, yeah. It was all right. It was okay. But, yeah, Silent Night, maybe not. That's where it belongs. Maybe not. All righty, here's a movie called 6 Weeks. None of you guys know about, and it is a movie with Mary Tyler Moore, Dudley Moore, and this young girl who is dancing in the Nutcracker Ballet. When they find out she's got a brain tumor, she's going to die. But of course, she wants to do her performance in the Nutcracker Ballet. When I saw it as a kid, I loved it. When I saw it as an adult, I'm like, yeah, it's a little schmaltzy. So yeah, but it is a Christmas movie. I mean, it takes place not only at Christmas, but the Nutcracker Ballet is a backdrop. Spider-Man No Way Home. It's a great film. Love it. But I don't watch it as a Christmas movie, so I'm going to put maybe not. That's what I remember first seeing. Quigley. Yeah. Return of the Living Dead. She's like, oh, I wish I could get eaten by old men. And then, of course, she's killed by the zombies and becomes like the head zombie at some point. And from then on, you see hordes of zombies, and there's naked Leanna Quigley running in front of them. Yeah. She's very good about not wearing clothes in movies. A couple of years ago, there is a movie called Spirited. It's basically what if it's a Christmas Carol, but what if Scrooge didn't take? What if Scrooge didn't give what the ghosts were saying? Mean-spirited. That's what it should be called. I don't think I'll ever go back to it. I've seen it listed a couple of times. It's on Hulu. Oh no, it's on Apple. and I don't feel the urge to click on it. You know, it's just one of those things. Will Ferrell has his Christmas movie. I'm fine, but Will Ferrell also was in a movie called Step Brothers, which has, I do believe, 2, maybe 3 scenes that take place at Christmas. So Step Brothers counts as a Christmas movie, but I do have to admit, it's a funny freaking film. Love it. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it if you don't mind raunchy comedies. But it's not one I search out for Christmas. Some of you probably didn't even know it had those scenes or didn't realize. Let's see. Oh, here we go. You know, I was talking about guilty pleasures, right? This is Surviving Christmas. It's Ben Affleck, and it is Tony Soprano. What's his name?
James Gandolfini.
Tony Soprano. James Gandolfini, thank you. Ben Affleck plays a rich guy, doesn't have a family. He talks to a therapist who tells him, go to a place he remembers as a kid, write down all the things that trouble you and the people who have troubled you, burn the paper and say, I forgive you. Some people find that cathartic. He does that in the driveway of James Gandolfini's family. And after he gets knocked out, he decides, okay, I want to rent your family for Christmas. And of course, comedy ensues, or so it's supposed to. I don't know anybody but me who likes this movie. I got to tell you, mainly it's for Christina Applegate. But I enjoy this movie. I think I tried to tell people it's a guilty pleasure, but I honestly seek it out at Christmas time. So I've got to put it in the never miss. But do not get me wrong. It's a bad film. It's a freaking bad movie. It's actually worse than Christmas with the Cranks. But for some reason, it hit me. It grabbed me. And yeah, even though I recognize it as a bad movie, I never miss it. Okay, kids, you've asked for it. Here it is, Terrifier 3. Now, Eric, you've seen this like 10 times since it came out because it's a movie that's right up your alley. Yeah. Okay, what to say about the Terrifier? I would watch the Terrifier anyway. It's just this time they threw Christmas in. It is one of the only horror films, Terrifier, Terrifier 2, and Terrifier 3, that has an overarching story between all of the sequels. It's a slasher movie that has this, that really does feel like they're going for a big good versus evil kind of situation, because at one point in time, they turned the main girl into an angel. So it really does feel like you've got good and evil going after each other. So this is more than just your traditional slasher movie with the clown being the killer as far as story is concerned. And I think that is what makes this movie stand above a lot of other films like that. The other thing that makes these films stand out is the fact that unlike a lot of modern horror films, and by modern, I'm going to be like Eric here. By modern, I mean, let's go all the way back to Scream in 1996, I believe that was. For the last 30 years, horror movies seem to have been neutered, and Terrifier refuses to be neutered. And what you get is a movie that is possibly some of the grossest things you would ever see outside of the Trans-Siberian. And it is absolutely fantastic. That being said, I don't watch it as a Christmas movie. I'm not seeking it out all the time. So maybe not. But it is really a good, if you are into slasher movies, if you are into horror films, you cannot do, well, I don't know if I would say you can't do better, but you could definitely do worse than Terrifier 3. But hold on to your lunch because it's gonna challenge it. Let's see, and rewatch. Let's see, there is one Christmas movie I don't see listed. Fat Man, I forgot about Fat Man. You know what? That is actually a film that I bought because it was one of those where it was the same thing. I don't think I forgot about Fat Man. It's okay. It would be in my maybe not pile, even though I've got it. And Fat Man is about, it's on Prime, and I think it showed up, I think, on, is it Hulu or Peacock? It showed up some other places, Tubi, I know. And basically, Walter Goggins plays an assassin trying to kill Mel Gibson, who plays Santa Claus. That's basically the premise. This takes place at Christmas, and I know it's one of your favorite films, so I included it. It's called The Apartment.
Yeah. Basically, it's Jack Lemmon plays a guy named Bud Baxter, who's just a drone in an accounting office where he works with about 200 other people in identical desks with identical jobs and identical lives. But he lends his apartment out to 3 of the executives, who are played by my favorite Martian, Warden Crichton from Batman, and Larry Tate from Bewitched. And he ends up spending most of his time locked out of his own apartment. The doctor that lives down the hall thinks he's some kind of playboy and has no respect for him. And then he falls in love with a elevator operator played by Shirley MacLaine, who is having an affair with the head of the agency played by Fred McMurray. Bud doesn't know this, and basically, Sheldrake, that's Fred McMurray's character, has been stringing her along. They arranged going on a date, but Sheldrake, basically changes the plans on him so he can go out with her. So Jack Lemmon is kind of like a sad sack, but then he ends up getting a promotion because Sheldrake wants to use his apartment to romance Fran, who Bud is in love with. It's a Billy Wilder movie. I won't say more than that. He's, in my opinion, as good a director as who ever lived. It's a great story, great movie. It's not necessarily a Christmas movie, but it takes place over the holidays. Can't recommend it high enough. Actually, it's my number 2 of all time. So, I'm a tad biased.
I got to admit that it's a movie I put it on, but I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through. I think that's another one of those movies I've got to go and check out, because I might have seen it like 20 or 30 years ago, but I don't remember seeing it all the way through. Alrighty, let me fix what went wrong. Okay, boom, boom, get this, get that. And I take it you would put it all the way up to the never miss.
Oh, yeah.
No, okay. There we go. And let's see. Let me scroll all the way down here. Fat Man. And I've got to put that in the maybe nots. I bought it, and I don't think I've seen it since the first time. So Fat Man would go in the maybe nots. All right, next up, you know what? I'll let you talk through this one, but I've got something to say as well. The Bishop's Wife.
It's just a neat little story about David Niven plays a bishop who's trying to get the town's rich lady to finance a cathedral, but she wants it to become a monument to her dead husband, and he's basically playing politics and has to compromise his principles to get her money. And he's looking for guidance, so Cary Grant plays an angel named Dudley who arrives to give him that guidance. And he ends up basically spending more time with the bishop's wife, played by Loretta Young, who dearly loves her husband. There's nothing untoward going on, but part of the guidance is basically, helping her help him. And it's a neat story. There's some side characters. There's this old professor who's been trying to write a book for 40 years, who basically life has passed by. There's a cabbie played by James Gleason, who you usually see playing little thugs. and to see him in this role was just a lot of fun. And how, what Dudley does to basically get to the resolution that's best for everybody, including the town rich lady, who's kind of like, I would say, almost like a stand-in for, for Ebenezer Scrooge, without them making somebody work on Christmas Day. There's a lot of similarities, I think, in the old lady's character, but it's, again, it's one of those heartwarming movies that's, I've been watching every year now for 4 or 5 years, and I think it's fantastic.
I think my monitor is dying. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, what the fudge is going on here? Okay, yeah, my monitor blacked out again. I think I'm losing my monitor. That's what's going on here. Okay. Goodness. Charity auction. Isn't the bishop's wife the OG version of the preacher's wife? Yeah, it absolutely is. Both we could. Cool. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. My monitor keeps blacking out, but I can hear you guys, so it's not the computer itself. You mentioned the bishop. You mentioned how Cary Grant is going out with her. And of course, the first time they go out, you see the clucking hens, and like, oh my gosh, scandal. Yeah. I actually thought it's not as, and I do agree that he's kind of steering her to help him, but it's also, I think he is doing what he's doing to kind of be the cad a little bit. So the priest wakes up and realizes that if he doesn't pay attention to the wife, someone else will. And so I think that helps the bishop notice his wife more and find what makes him desire her. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think Dudley actually does fall for her.
You do? You think so?
He mentions that a couple times. He mentions it. Okay. He's never gotten this close to somebody, and kind of makes and he realizes he's going to do the right thing because he's an angel, but that's.
Yep. Another need money stream selling comics. Hey, you know what? I know a lot of people who are like, "Woo, need money. Let's just do a live stream. Please give." In which, hey, that we could do that too. But at least on mine, you get comics for it. So there you go. The Bishop's Wife, flat out one of the greatest films ever made. Beyond Christmas. This is a Christmas movie for sure, but it is beyond Christmas. You can watch it anytime. It is definitely a never miss.
I'll go on with that.
Yeah. Okie dokies, artichokes. Let's see. I saw something else that I didn't put up, so I'm going to fix that quickly as well. Because
we were light on.
Boom. What the hell? Yeah. I know. The fudge.
Same fucking game.
Okay, I can't find it, so maybe not. Say what?
Two networks are showing the same hockey game. I didn't think there was enough interest for one channel to show a hockey game.
Not my cup of tea, but if it's yours, go right on ahead.
No, it just makes a nice backdrop. I can tune out.
Yeah, hockey is not exactly your best sport, I guess.
No,
or your favorite.
I couldn't name 5 hockey players to get out of jail.
Yeah, I feel just about the same way. All right, let's see. How is this not going? Sorry, guys. Give me just a sec. Like Eric said, we need more. You're like, wait, I didn't think it was going to be this many. I told you it was going to be every. But I'm enjoying because this doesn't happen very often. Usually it's like, oh, what's a top 10? Let's talk about everything. And yeah, I kind of dig on that. Alrighty. Let's see. We got it. Alrighty. And this would be right here. Okay. Alrighty. And we are good to go again. What is next? We've got a movie called Family Plan 2. If you saw the first Family Plan, it's the second one. It's just got Christmas as a backdrop. I watched it. It's okay. It's an action movie. It's the same thing. The family's together. One spy tries to get to Mark, and action ensues. It's fun. It's fine, but I don't think I'm going to be like, woo, Christmas, got to see it again. So I'll put it in the maybe, maybe not. Family Stone. Okay, Eric and I differ on this one. This is a movie about a man who brings his obviously autistic wife or fiance to meet his family. His family immediately treats her like shit. And it's just, we're bad people. We're bad people. I mean, this movie sucks. I can't watch this film just for how bad these people treat Sarah Jessica Parker's character.
Remember, I told you I had this.
I tried. Say again?
I had this movie confused with Little Miss Sunshine for some reason. I've seen this, but I don't remember this movie being anything special either.
It's horrible. It is. These people are horrible people. And here's the thing. Okay, I'm not bringing politics into this, but this is about politics. Okay, Sarah Jessica Parker's character. She is once again. She's obviously autistic, and she goes and she's trying to please everybody, but she doesn't know how to be social. Okay, that's one thing about autistic people that is true. They don't. I shouldn't say all, but they don't know how to be social. They don't know social cues. So a lot of the stuff she brings up, she'll just say something and it's like, oh, did I say something wrong? And they instantly hate her. And it's ridiculous. And I mean, things happen later where it's like, okay, maybe she's not so bad. Like, oh, this is the wrong son, but that's the right son for her. But what ends up happening is this all happens in the first 5 minutes of the movie, and it's just god awful. Family Stone sucks. Let's see. Another need money. It's I can't read it. The world lightly. I'm sorry. The words are a little bit off. It's kind of like they're like this to me right now. So I'm trying to read you guys' messages. Sometimes I can, but sometimes the messages blend. So I apologize if I get your messages wrong. Okay, let's move on. We've got The Grinch. This is the, what was his name? Doctor Strange. Cumberbatch version of the Grinch, where, you know what? It sucked. I'll never watch this movie again. It does not have any of the heart of the original Grinch, and it just was bad. It was a bad take on it. Now I get it. I understand the Grinch with Jim Carrey kind of is similar in the fact that he's a little bit misunderstood in the Grinch, the live action with Jim Carrey, but in this one, the Who's are flat out villains. And he is the good guy, and I just okay. Yeah, I don't dig on that. No worries. I have language at times. Okay. Does it help if we type in all caps? Actually, yes, it does. So yeah, scream at me when you write your comments. There you go. All right, kids. The Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Eric, have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
Do yourself a favor. It's only 45 minutes. It is a pleasure. It really is. It's basically it's oh my gosh, Mantis and the strong guy from the Guardians.
Drax.
Just Drax. Thank you. Peter Quill is feeling bad because it's after Endgame and Gamora's dead, and he's feeling really bad. So they decide to make him happy by going to Earth and kidnapping his favorite star, Kevin Bacon, and bringing him back. And it is funny. It's a lot of fun. It's just it's a silly one-off, you know. And it's a one-shot, and it is just silly. It's fun. It's entertaining, and ever since it came out, it has become one that I will never miss. It is forever on my list of movies to see, which, by the way, has increased quite a bit. All right. Let's see. Next up, we've got The Ice Harvest. It's a John Cusack heist movie that takes place during Christmas. I watched it. Couldn't tell you anything about it. The Lion and the Witch in the Wardrobe, the 1980s TV show from the BBC. I used to love to watch this one, not as much as the cartoon, which I forgot. But, of course, it does. It's entertaining, but I don't seek this one out. I really don't, because they made the more recent Lion and the Witch in the Wardrobe, which is just a lot more entertaining. It's just a lot better. But once again, also, no, I'm going to put that one up, because if I see it, it's awesome. If I don't see it during Christmas, I don't feel bad about it. Let's see. I used to think John Cusack was gay, and now you just think he's stupid. I love the GOG Christmas special, says Dark Admiral. Dave Batista. Yeah, thank you. Dark Admiral, are you laughing at Sarah Jessica Parker's face looking like a foot, or me? Let's see. The muscles are gone. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. He kind of slimmed down. But no, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is a try to see it. I love that version of it. And Guardians of the Galaxy is a must see. As a matter of fact, I think I might put on Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. If you guys do like psychological horror, a movie called The Lodge, I believe we saw that on Peacock. It's a good horror film about this woman who's trapped in a lodge with her fiance's kids, and they just drive her crazy. Not like crazy by running around, but they do horrific shit to her. Highly recommend it. Finn Wolfhard, I think, is one of the children in that. The man who invented Christmas. Actually, this is a true story. Christmas was not a well-loved holiday before Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol. And this is all about him writing A Christmas Carol. You see the influences. You go through the story. It's just a lot of fun. And it is a really, really good movie that I absolutely never miss. I actually watched it twice this year. It's just really good. I recommend it, Eric. I think this is an old-fashioned movie in modern-day clothing. Alrighty. All right. Next up, trying to get through these. Miracle of, I think this is another one of those movies. Miracle at Morgan's Creek. Have you seen this one?
No.
Yeah, I put it in there because it's a Christmas movie, but I've never seen it. If you guys seen it, let me know. This is the Nativity. It was in 2005, and it is a fine movie. It's just I don't search for it. I really don't search for the Nativity movies. The only Nativity Christmas film that I watch on a regular basis is The Little Drummer Boy from Rankin and Bass. But it was okay. I remember it when it came out. This girl, Keisha something or other, was in another movie. She got nominated for an Oscar, and this was her big follow-up. Have a good night, Dark Admiral. Take care and be safe. We're actually kind of wrapping up. This is all we've got left. So yeah, we're going to make it. I think we're going to make it before 11:30 or close to it. The Nightmare Before Christmas is not a Halloween movie. It is a Christmas film. By the way, this is also one of those movies that I am kind of proud. Nightmare Before Christmas, for the one person doesn't know, this is on Disney Plus, by the way. The man who invented Christmas, I found on Prime, and now it's on HBO Max. Nightmare Before Christmas, the Pumpkin King, the ruler of Halloween Town, is feeling sad because he's really great at Christmas, at Halloween, but he wants something new and fresh. And he finds these doors to each holiday, by the way, American holidays. And he goes through the Christmas door, and now he wants Halloween Town to take over Christmas. Fantastic film. I love this movie from get. I don't know anyone who liked this movie when it first came out, but when it went to DVD, it gained an audience. That's one more I'm proud of that I ended up getting in on the ground floor of, like Plastics. The Night of the Hunter, by the way, takes place during Christmas. You want to talk about it?
I had forgotten that. I saw it once. I just remember that Robert Mitchum was chilling as the preacher with the love-hate tattoos on his fingers. And I remember Lillian Gish as the old lady, and of course Shelley Winters drowning in the lake. But yeah, it's about. I don't really remember that much else about it.
All right, then we will move it to Saw It. Forgot it. All righty, take it, Rhaegar. You don't like Nightmare Before Christmas. I disagree with you, but there you go. The Noel Diary is one of those Hallmark movies. It's on Netflix. Netflix, by the way, does make better Hallmark movies than Hallmark, by the way. This one is a man gets a letter, and he's got to go cross country, and he does one of those rideshare things with this woman who has to go across country to meet family. And, of course, romance ensues. I'm going to put it in the Saw It. Yeah, no, the maybes. I probably won't ever see it again, but if Gail wants to watch it because she loves Hallmark movies, I won't tell her to take it off. I mean, I will, but I won't be talking about the movie. Let's see. This is the, what is this? The Four Realms of the Nutcracker. It came out at about the same time as Alice in Wonderland. It is not good. I do not recommend it. The Polar Express is my daughter's favorite film. A kid is feeling a little bit like maybe Santa's not real. He's losing the faith in Christmas. And one night he hears a train and he gets onto it to go to the North Pole to see Santa Claus. That is the premise of the film, but a lot happens during it. Have you seen this movie? I'm calling you Chris, like my cousin. Have you seen this movie, Eric?
No, I haven't.
It's another one I would recommend to you. There are some modern movies that really do feel like older films. This is 20 years ago, modern. It was in the 2000s. A lot of people mention, of course, because the computer animation is it was facial capture, the first one to do it, so it's a little bit rough. But I think the story is so much better than the computer animation, and it's one that really is about the spirit of Christmas. And it's a true Christmas film as well. But yeah, I would recommend that to you. I know you're more than likely not going to see it, but
Yeah.
There you go. Princess Switch, it's another one of those. Say again?
No, I was just chuckling. Because you're right.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
See it.
All right, another one for you. The Thin Man.
Okay, it's a murder mystery that takes place, or like the last 3 months, it starts at Christmas, and the movie plays on from there. William Powell and Myrna Loy play Nick and Nora Charles. He's a detective who doesn't detect anymore, but because his wife is rich, and he manages her holdings. But a man disappears and a woman's murdered, and people basically coax him into coming out of retirement to solve the case, which he does. But what makes this movie great is the chemistry between William Powell and Myrna Loy. They made 11 movies together. People actually thought they were married. Fun fact, one of the movies they did not make together was something called Manhattan Melodrama. And John Dillinger had such a thing for Myrna Loy that he risked, there was a manhunt out for him. He risked everything to go to the premiere. Someone tipped off the FBI, and he was shot and killed. But
that's why the movie is great.
And that was also the same year as The Thin Man, which is now 91 years ago. So wow. It's fun. There's 6 Thin Man movies. Jimmy Stewart is the killer in the second one before he became a big star.
Oh wow. Okay.
Definitely, I think the first one is the best, and it's a definite recommend. And it's a never miss it.
Never miss it. All righty. Next up, we have This Christmas, which is a Christmas movie with Danny Glover, and I can't tell you anything beyond that. I know I saw it, can't remember anything about it, but Trading Places, man, if you were a kid in the 1980s, this came on HBO, you were watching this shit. This is some funny stuff right here. Also, Jamie Lee Curtis naked. I got to admit, 13-year-old englentine, loved it for that. But why don't you talk about it? Because I think this is one of your favorites.
Yeah, basically it's two rich guys, Randolph and Mortimer Duke, who like to play games with people's lives. Decide that they Dan Aykroyd plays a young executive who does everything the right way, blah, blah, blah. And they make a $1 bet that they can ruin his life and take a bum off the street and turn him into a successful executive. And they succeed in doing that, but it turns out that Dan Aykroyd's character isn't quite as bumbling as they thought, and Billy Valentine is actually better at this than they suspected. But at the end, turns out they're racist. They had no intention of leaving him in his role, and basically, it comes down to the two characters come together and decide to turn the table on the Duke brothers, and they do it by a very creative manipulation of the stock market, and it's just a very fun romp how they get there. And most people know, if nothing else, for Jamie Lee Curtis flashing her boobies, but it's a great fun movie.
Okay. Before we move forward, by the way, where would you put this one? I'm going to let you put it where. Is it a never miss? Or?
Yeah, never miss. Yeah.
All right. There you go. Alrighty then. Oh, and Rhaegar expanded on the whole why he hates Nightmare Before Christmas. My half-sister and my youngest nephew both watch Nightmare to death continuously, and the lame girl boss I work with has her office owned in it. I don't see that word there. Sorry. At one point, I could quote the entire movie, but not because I wanted to. All righty. Oh, I guess the office was decorated. Let's see. The kind of fangirl obsessive. Okay. Let's see. There are two, actually. I think one used to be a guy. Okay, now you're just talking about the people in there. Trading Places is a movie I watch several times a year, says One Slick. It's a fun film. It's a funny movie. Okay. There was a movie I just watched recently where Ralph Bellamy was an actor in it, but he was younger. Well, okay. His Girl Friday. That was it. He plays the boyfriend in His Girl Friday that I rewatched recently. Okay, a movie that my wife hates is called Trapped in Paradise. 3 brothers played by Dana Carvey, Nicolas Cage, and the liar from Saturday Night Live. I can't think of his name right now. Not Nicolas Cage, but the other two brothers, they get out of prison and they tell Nicolas Cage that they've got to deliver something to a small town. When they get there, Nicolas Cage finds out that the brothers are casing a bank because the security is so low. And Nick Cage he's trying to go straight. He's trying to be a good guy. And he's like, I'm not going to rob things. I'm not going to do this for you. And he follows him into the bank and he looks around and he sees how bad the security is there. So they go, okay, fuck it. We're robbing this place. And they do. And as they're trying to escape town, their car goes off a bank because it's snowy and it's icy. And now they've got to try to escape town on foot. And it's a really good Christmas movie. It's a lot of fun. My wife hates it, so she would tell you it's crap, but I have it on the never miss. John Lovitz, thank you, Jim. Yeah, it's just entertaining. And I've got it on DVD. I watch it every year. But yeah, I got it. Some people don't like it, so take that how it will. Next up is a movie that Dalton will tell you is his favorite. It's called Unaccompanied Minors, about a bunch of kids in an airport without parents. I saw it. Couldn't tell you two things about it. Violent Night is a movie that came out a couple of years ago where Santa Claus, basically it's kind of a Die Hard ripoff, where a family is being held hostage by John Leguizamo as they are trying to rip off a safe. And Santa Claus is going one by one and knocking him out. It is literally Die Hard in a mansion with Santa Claus. It's entertaining. If I can see it, okay. If I don't, though, I mean, it's all right. It's okay. Hey, Ethereal Dragon, what's up? Oh my gosh, The Critic is an amazing show. Yeah, that is a really well written show. Next up, we have We're No Angels. Did you see this one? It's old.
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago. Don't really remember that much about it. I just remember that
okay.
Bogart and Aldo Ray were two of the three bumbling burglars but I don't really remember that much of the plot.
Kind of the same here. I watched it a while back. I enjoyed it. Everybody's fine, but I couldn't tell you much about it, so it's going to go into the SOT. Forgot it. Next up, we have a movie called While We Were Sleeping. Ever since 1994, once again, projectionist. I saw it multiple times in 1994. I've watched it without it being Christmas. Basically, this woman, played by Sandra Bullock, works at Subway at the token counter. And she sees Peter Gallagher every morning, and she's like, "Oh, he's so handsome. I love him." And she sees him getting bullied on the train station. He's pushed into the tracks. She saves his life. He's in a coma. While he's in a coma, she meets the family. They fall in love with her because at one point, she says, "Oh, I'm going to marry him," because she doesn't know who he is, but she kind of had a big crush on him. A nurse overhears it and tells the family that she's the fiance. And so basically this family takes her in. She's lonely and she falls in love with the family, as well as Bill Pullman, who is the brother of Peter Gallagher. It is a great romantic comedy. You probably could see where it goes, but I never missed this movie since 1994. I've been watching this film. All right.
I liked it a lot.
Oh, you have seen it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You liked it a lot, but where would you have put it? Are you try to see it, or
try to see again?
Yep. Yeah. It is. It's a once again, it's one of those movies that kind of when it's done, you feel good. Jim is saying I liked Trapped in Paradise. Personally, I like Happy Texas better. Similar concept, but not exactly Christmas. I think I saw Happy Texas. I think I saw that one a long time ago. It'd be one of those forgettables. All righty, kids, here we go. I think this is the last of the old classics. White Christmas, sir.
I will let you talk about it. No, I started watching it last year, so I'm gonna need to watch it again before I can really talk much about it.
So you were never really. This is your Meet Me in St. Louis.
Oh no, I'd known about this movie, but I'd never gotten around to watching it. Or I saw.
Okay, yeah, well, it's the same thing.
I may have seen it.
Before you introduced me. Oh, go on ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so I maybe saw it once decades ago, but it had just kind of fallen off my radar.
Before you introduced me to Meet Me in St. Louis, the only thing I really knew about this was Chang, Chang, Chang with the trolley. That's it. So, yeah, I guess it's the same thing. So, White Christmas. Two brothers meet up with a sister act, and they try to help them out. Turns out sisters owe a lot of money to the people they are performing for. And so they help them escape. And as they're escaping, they say, hey, I know where we'll go. We'll go to our old sergeant's hotel. And they do. But the problem is the old sergeant or the old whatever, colonel or whatever he is, the commanding officer, is having a hard time at his hotel because it's a ski resort, but there's been no snow. And so they say, you know what? We're going to do a show because these guys are famous performers. We're going to do a show here to try to get advertising coming in. And it's basically the relationship between everybody, between the brothers and the brothers and sisters. I'm just going to say brothers. They're not brothers. And while they're putting on the show. And it is just like we've described a lot of the older movies. It is just a joy to watch. Some fantastic music, some fantastic dancing. Vera Allen is I've had a crush on her since I saw her in On the Town. Not now because she's dead and that's gross, but when she was alive, it was just fantastic musical segments, fantastic dancing, great movie. This is actually one I really only started watching about 20 years ago, but this is an absolutely must see at Christmas to me. All righty, we're moving on, and we're almost done here, guys. We've got a movie called Wind Chill. This is a horror film starring Emily Blunt. She and another college guy are crossing country to get home for Christmas, and they get stuck. They get stuck in the snow on this road that is haunted, and it's them trying to survive the night with all of the ghosts and the weather itself. It's a decent film. But once again, I don't really search it out at Christmas time. But I would recommend you check out. Actually, a lot of these maybe nots I would recommend you see, but they're not really Christmas. Here is, this is, you take this, how can you take the same story and do one so well and do one so poorly? Gail actually bought this for me. It's a TV movie called Year Without a Santa Claus. It stars John Goodman as Santa Claus. It's a live action version of the Rankin and Bass. And it is so horrible. Gail bought it because she loves Year Without Santa Claus. She thought I would like it, but it was so god-awful, horrible. It was so badly done. I cannot recommend you stay away from it more. That being said, A Year Without a Santa Claus, the Rankin and Bass version, great music, great animation, and it is one that you should never miss at Christmas time. And here we go. Last movie. You've Got Mail is Shop Around the Corner, but modernized for the computer set. And I got to tell you, I like it as much as Shop Around the Corner. I think Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, obviously they did like 8 movies together, but they've got great chemistry. It is a really good love story. The scene with them at the diner where he knows who she is, but she doesn't know that he's the pen pal that she's been talking to is absolutely brilliant. It really feels like Shop Around the Corner, but just a little expanded, and I highly recommend it. But there you go. All righty, gang. That is all of the Christmas movies and specials I have ever seen. Not exactly ranked because I don't have these in order from what I think to what is the best. By the way, it would be the Charlie Brown Christmas and the Muppet Christmas Carol. But there you go. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below and all that kind of stuff. What is your favorite Christmas movie? And did we put it in the Never Miss It? I know we put yours in, because what is your favorite Christmas movie? Eric.
Okay, it's weirdly enough my favorite Christmas movie. Like I said, The Apartment is my number 2 movie of all time. But my favorite quote unquote Christmas movie is probably It Happened on Fifth Avenue.
It happened on. You know what? That definitely deserves to be on top. You know, maybe I'll do because I'm enjoying this. Maybe I'll do a live stream where I actually rank these. I think it's a lot of fun. I enjoy talking about all these. I know it was a lengthy. We've been on for 3 hours, but I've had a good time talking about these. The main one I try to watch every year is The Ref. Jim Sorensen says, and which did make our list of never miss. But there you go. Yeah, good times. I enjoyed this. I've always wanted to do something like this. I was thinking it would be like the year-end movies, because I have a movie channel that I haven't really gotten to. I might cut this down also into segments like A, B, and C, D, E, and F, and all that kind of stuff. But there you go. Thanks for listening to Timmy drone on about movies. God, I love movies. You know, I'm a movie fan. What can you say? I have been actually since I was 15. We moved away from my friends, and we were right next to a mall with a movie theater. So anytime I got the money up, I went and saw movies. But I would do the thing where I bought one ticket and then watched like 5 films. Oh, good times.
Whereas I was a casual movie fan probably until my mid to late 40s. Just discovered Turner Classic, and for about 3 years, if I could have only kept one channel, it would have been that. That includes sports.
Yeah,
I probably watched 1,000+ movies in a couple of years. And and bunch more. Yeah, so after that, obviously, I'll go through phases where I may not watch anything for a couple months, and then I'll just start binging again.
Yeah. I've been there. I think if I were to name a worst, and I would have to think about this, but my knee-jerk reaction would be Black Christmas, the woke version, has to be the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen. But once again, I would have to really think about that. But I don't know. If you guys want, actually, if I want, I'll do it anyway. I might actually do a ranking of these. I think it kind of would be fun. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. Don't know what we're doing tomorrow, because that's usually the day off. I was actually planning on doing this tomorrow, and tonight was going to be Christmas rankings. But on Friday, I've got Santa Claus covers, or maybe Marvel or some Christmas comic book covers are going to be ranked on Friday. So please join us for that at 10:30, and then 8:30 for the comic book auction, which I'm actually working on right now. There you go. All right. With that said, thanks for hanging out. As always, thank you very, very much for watching. See you kids later.
Good night, kids.
All righty. Boom.